Just in a minute.
Okay, should be live. Testing 1 2 3. Testing. Can you hear me, commanders?
Yep.
All right, guys, welcome to the stream. We have Luke Danger and Alex Bisadze here. Thank you guys for making it. Today I've got two moderators with me, live and in person. We got Rogue and Aussie from the Super Challenge Bros channel. Thank you so much for helping me out today. I'm going to try and speed run through this as quickly as possible. I want to get through the entire North European campaign, which is about 4 missions, 3 plus the hidden mission. So they're going to be calling my attention to things in the chat as needed. Luke Danger says, also, good luck on this mission. It's a painful one, and we can hear you. Just a little quiet, though that might be my AC running. Okay, I'll try to keep my voice up. Chase Baker says, heard and acknowledged. And Coolio. All right. I'll wait a little bit longer just for other people to join in before we start. Real quick, update on the Nod Part 2 video. That is now 60% completed. The only part I really have left is the conclusion and the part on Nod's religious beliefs, which is the bulk of the video. It is a huge part of the video. All of it's recorded, all of the script has been written. I just have to put all the visuals on top of it and then put music over everything. It's insane. The video is probably going to be clocking in. Right now it's clocking in at 38 minutes, but once it's all edited and stuff, it might be closer to 40 minutes. You'll have to let me guys know if you're still cool with a 40-minute long video on the history of Nod, along with its religious and political beliefs, or if you would rather have that split into 2 videos. Last time I did a poll, I said that the video might be as long as 35 minutes, and you guys were all cool with it being 1 video. So I'm assuming 5 minutes more at 40 minutes, you all still would prefer it to be 1 video, but I'll probably do another poll just to make certain. But good grief, this is the biggest and toughest video I've ever had to make. So how are all you guys doing? The East, strong force there, both outposts spread through the city. Alright, if I remember correctly, we're supposed to go north. Luke Danger says, 40-minute video on Nod's history. Admittedly, not knowing the exact breakdown, I'm not sure if it'd be worth breaking off the religious beliefs or not, but wow, you've come through an iceberg. Yeah, it is a lot, and whoop, I'm going to restart just so I have it ready to go. Yeah, it's a lot of speculation based off of lines of dialogue that Kane and other people in Nod say to kind of build out a timeline prior to the 1990s, as well as a lot of working through the Tiberian Dawn manual and basically researching everything it says about Nod, trying to figure out what it is they believe, how they operate, and what Kane's goals were in this era. All right, I think we're going to get started, and we'll just let the chips fall where they may.
Yeah, so for anybody who's joining here, just again, we have a couple live mods, myself, Aussie, and Rogue from the Super Challenge Bros. We're just helping Snowman out today. I'm not entirely certain what this mission is about, so do you mind giving a quick recap on it?
Sure. So we've just completed the Central American campaign, the North American campaign, and then we defended Hammerfest Base and recovered the disruptor crystals, which are necessary for developing the disruptor tank. Unfortunately, Kane has killed our brother. We play as Michael Bean's character, Michael McNeil. And we've also learned that Kane has developed chemical missiles, Tiberian chemical missiles. And as such, he has basically launched those missiles at the mainland of Europe, France, and Germany, and has completely toxified the whole area. So we believe that Kane is trying to accelerate Tiberium growth. I didn't catch that the first time I played this game as a kid. It's like, oh yeah, Kane just completely like launched Tiberium WMDs against mainland Europe. So we have to find his chemical plants and destroy them. But before we do, there is a chemical supply area that we could destroy beforehand that will make it easier to destroy the main chemical plant. And Umagon, our mutant contact, has told us that there are mutant prisoners held southeast of here that she really wants us to rescue because they will be killed if we wait too long. And I am now curious what is across this bridge.
Is there a implied timer or?
No, not really.
Okay.
Chat, should we try and rebuild this bridge and go across? I don't want to waste this engineer if I need him later, but I'm actually really curious. I might save and then go back.
Luke Danger made a suggestion. He said, he actually answered your question. He said, across the bridge is an AAPC, or an APC you can capture.
All right, I'm going to give it a go.
Infantry reporting. Moving out. Awaiting orders. Sir, on my way.
Okay, Luke Danger made another suggestion. He's saying that if you have your infantry kind of be your tank units, because there's no way to heal your mechanical units rather than your infantry units. Because with the infantry units, you can heal them with a medic.
Yeah, I keep forgetting to do that. Let's see what's up here. Oh, blue. Whoa. Oh, I have never, ever discovered this in my initial playthroughs. You'll need the mutant hijacker for it, though. Plus, it's the only really useful... Oh, no, don't oh, Titans! You're all getting court-martialed when you get home. Alright, well, let me go a little further to the right, because if I remember correctly, the Ghost Stalker is to the right, and maybe some other mutants. So I want to make sure that I pick those up first, and then I'll come back. But yeah, I used to go through the southeast, directly along the road, and I would just get murdered. Umagon says my people are nearby. By the valley of artillery units. Gosh, I love the music in this. Here we go. Alright, boyos.
Mutant buddies?
Yep, mutant buddies. Alright, we'll have you come back this way. Just you guys. I'm assuming I'm not going to need those engineers for anything else. Alex Bitsade says, never tried it myself.
Luke Danger says, ah, yes, the trigger-happy AI.
I don't know why they wouldn't just code the APC as being an ally, but I guess if it's an ally, then you can't hijack it.
Yeah. Yeah, because even when you hover over it, it labels it as a enemy unit.
Okay, wait, what am I supposed to capture, though? Because if I don't have any money. I would imagine...
Oh.
What am I... Wait, can I not grab this? This is coded as ally. Am I supposed to put my forces there and then it turns to me? I don't understand. I want this to be mine. No? I don't... What? Oh, shoot. Move.
No. Looks like the people in the chat are suggesting that there's nothing that... You can't capture that base.
I can't capture the base? Then why is it there?
To tease you?
That's just awful. You could have at least made it cool and make it like one of those old GDI bases from Tiberian Dawn that they have scattered around some of the missions.
Someone suggested that they use the mutant hijacker to use the Devil's Tongue on this mission, which is an interesting usage of it.
I mean, honestly, I don't see how useful the APC is, so that's not a bad idea, but yeah, we'll stick with the APC. Okay. Well, that's cool, but, like, that doesn't help me at all. Alright, we'll keep moving. And away we go. It can be 5.
Yeah, they're saying that there's going to be infinite cyborgs coming now. I don't know if you're aware of that or not.
Heal him. Or not. Heal him. Infinite cyborgs. That's just wonderful.
Yeah, it was suggested that you could use the engineers just in case you accidentally blow up the bridge that leads to the prison.
Yeah, I saw that. I'll keep him in mind. It's funny how in Tiberian Dawn, I was recently replaying some of the GDI missions, and it's funny how there's so many places where, like, Dr. Mobius will be like, Tiberium is actually really dangerous, and this could be a nightmare beyond our worst imaginings if it's actually what I think it is. And then the TV will just cut back to your general being like, enough of that now, we got to deal with Nod. And it's just like realizing that everybody in the whole media is focused on, like, the war, and meanwhile, quietly in the background, like, people are suddenly realizing the horrifying existential threat that Tiberium poses to the Earth, and nobody really cares at the moment, and it's kind of, like, subtly horrifying. No.
It's okay, he can heal himself, right?
No, he cannot.
The medic?
Physician, heal thyself.
I think you have to double click on himself, right?
No. If he does that, he just heals people around him. Oh, he heals himself a little bit by normal. Gosh, dang it, I hate that.
Yeah.
Ah. Alex Spitzale says south of the prison is water with a destructible cliff, so it has its uses, but I don't know how far you'll get with 5 infantry. Yeah, I mean, I'll be honest, the APC, Amphibious APC, is not as useful as it should be, especially compared to the Nod Subterranean APC. I really wish the Nod Subterranean APC couldn't drill underwater, because otherwise it's just a better Amphibious NPC. Like, there's no drawbacks to the Amphibious APC. Sorry, no drawbacks to the... Ah! There we go. Now that's an effective use of the Ghost Stalker, my boys.
Lining them up.
Yeah. Also, has anybody figured out how to properly read this thing? Because it's Ghost... Oh, yeah, it's spacebar, so it is Ghost Stalker. When it's put together in the tab on the right, there's no double STs. It's just Ghost and then Awker. I always wondered, like, what is that? I think it was just a space thing. Like, they didn't have enough space to put it all there. I don't think it's actually...
Yeah, character limitations.
Yes, I don't think it has anything to do with, like, actual lore of how that's supposed to be pronounced.
Somebody in the chat was saying, as a Nod supporter, I don't see why it's a problem that the Nod can use subterranean APCs underwater. Run.
I like how they get fixated on a specific unit, and then they just will hyper-fixate, and I can just shoot the cyborgs while they're doing something else. That, to me, is joyous. Very joyous. Joy to the world. Newborn Ghost Stalker. Let's keep moving. Hopefully I don't run into any artillery up here. I see concrete, and I see a railway. Gosh, this map is huge. Hello.
Oh.
As Luke Danger likes to say, these are angry shoeboxes. They're made out of cardboard. They don't do a lot of. They don't have a lot of armor. I don't remember this at all. It's been so long since I played this. Flaming shoeboxes of death, exactly, Luke Danger. Chase Baker says, gotta destroy a hotel building in the southeastern area of the city to stop the cyborg spawns. Really? I will keep an eye out on that. Wonder what that means for lore.
What? The
Does that train have any significance?
probably not.
You know, you say that. There's a whole hidden mission in the next mission.
Infantry reporting. Unit ready.
The cyborgs chilling out in the hotel probably just means that they're all just taking a vacation here.
Yeah. I'm... what? Put that... Oh my god! Oh my god! Can you not get out of the way of a moving bus?
That's like the best way to lose a mission.
Roadkill, really?
Oh my god, was done in by a bus.
Somebody clip that, please.
All right, should I keep moving directly right, or can I follow this road? That's my question.
Waiting orders.
Maybe stay away from the roads.
Will be done. Very well. It will be done, sir.
All right, let's
Moving out.
keep going right. I don't want to keep going straight necessarily.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Where's that bus?
Orders received. Moving out.
Oh look, more railway.
Orders received.
There you are.
Reporting. No problem. You got it. No problem.
There you go.
That's what you get for not watching the road.
Yes, sir.
Shoot cyborgs.
Sir. Yes, sir. Yes. Waiting
You
order.
heal him.
Target gun, sir. It will be done. There could be trouble.
Ooh, he's under fire. Oh, he's actually fine.
Yes, sir. Demand target. Very well.
Gotta watch the angles.
Chase Baker said the train will significantly kill anything on the tracks, like that bus with Umagon.
Yeah, I'm aware of what the train can do.
You weren't aware of what the bus could do, apparently.
I thought the bus would just avoid my guys. You know, like an actual bus driver is supposed to.
No, that bus driver had a penchant for blood.
Gosh, it's blue. These are remnants of Hassan's forces, just completely mad at what
Waiting orders.
General Solomon did to them.
Moving out.
Good grief. Alright, I guess I'm still moving down this direction. I just don't want to... I really don't want to end up going into a bunch of artillery fire. This is probably the biggest urban center I've seen in this campaign thus far. Still super bombed out, though, because nobody really lives in the old cities anymore. They all live in, you know, the protected areas with environmental suits now. And more cyborgs. Because
Still
of
getting
course
chased by the cyborgs.
yeah, it happens.
On the subject of the bus, Luke Danger was saying, civilian cars crushing hero units? Mutant discrimination.
Oh, here they are. Okay, well. Wait, oh, am I supposed to...
Oh, gosh.
Sir. Moving out. Stand by him.
Perimeter secure, deactivating alarm. Okay. They good? Nobody's gonna execute them?
You can set off an alarm?
I didn't even know that was possible. Alex Pitsatse says, today on Nod News, GDI has been reported attacking public civilian transport.
Yeah, that's not gonna look good.
Okay,
Unit reporting.
let's keep moving.
Demand target, sir. Right here. You got it.
He said a hotel building in the southeast?
Very well.
Where exactly?
Anytime. Very well. You got it. You got it.
There's probably so much on this map that I haven't discovered or never will.
It will be done. Will be done.
Okay, let's keep moving.
It will be done.
Watch as an obelisk of light destroys me immediately.
Yes, you got it. Anytime.
Oh, there's lasers. There's lasers. Look at that. Oh, man, I almost predicted it.
Reporting now. Unit ready.
Let's handle this properly, boys.
You did summon it, though.
Luke Danger says, hey, the civilian transport attacked first. That means it's no longer civilian because it attacked GTA personnel first without identifying itself as a combatant. Is technically a war criminal.
Sir, on my way.
Is that right?
Yes, sir. On my way.
Like, I think it's technically is, like, illegal to like dress as a civilian and then suddenly attack after like not showing yourself. No, okay. Didn't even see those guys behind me. All right, you guys get over here. You get over here. You up on the high ground.
Yes, sir. On my way. No. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Now clear. Right here. Yes.
Yeah, focus fire on the one guy getting healed by the medic. How about that? Recon1 says, hello. I'm awake and watching. Are you playing Tiberian Wars? Are you gonna play Tiberian Wars? As far as the stream goes, I'm probably gonna, after doing this, play through the Nod campaign, and then probably Firestorm, and then after that, I'll probably go through Tiberian Wars. So, it'll be a while. Okay. Alright, let's get our Titans over. Gosh, my Titans are already so low on health.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
No, no, no. Ah, why are you so close? Okay.
Reporting orders received. Unit ready. On my way. Infantry reporting.
Alright, let's see what we can do with you.
Will be done. Waiting orders now.
There we go.
Yes. Anytime. Very well. You got it.
Alright, I think this is the bridge we need to get to, so.
Very well.
Was this the bridge to the prison?
Yep.
Got it. Orders.
Here we go.
Unit ready. Yes, sir.
Alright. This went faster than I thought it was going to, so congrats on that.
Yeah, we got it. We got it.
What's up here?
Yes, sir.
Kind of curious.
Reporting. Loud and clear. Got it. We got it. Loud and clear. Got it.
Oh, okay, well, no, that was a bad idea.
Unit ready.
Life lesson, guys. Don't, never take any chances. Just be a turtle. A happy, happy turtle.
Will be done. Sir. Waiting orders. Yes.
Alright, what could possibly be on the other side of this bridge? Ah, for crying out loud. Kill them. Thank you.
Infantry reporting.
Saving. I play commandos behind enemy lines. I am a saved monkey. Okay, Trevor Lane says, is this the rescue prisoners? There is a beach north of the bridge that you can drive the APC into and access the island from behind. Oh. Well, I'm not gonna do that. Or Glusman, welcome back, says, to that end, independent scholar goes rogue from academic responsibility, wanders out into the wild, and takes to the trees and rocks. Okay, well. Trying to remember. Cheater 93. Didn't Umagan say she fights this war for the Forgotten, not for GDI? So the bus driver did not attack GDI personnel. Yeah, I don't know what that was about. It kind of brings to question, like, who actually is the civilians in this area? Are they completely unaffiliated, or were they part of a Nod combat colony? We're still not allowed to kill them, because GDI doesn't kill any civilians, even if they are not aligned. Unlike, as a lot of people have pointed out, in the Allied campaign of Red Alert 1, when you're in Russian territory, that's the first time the Allies are able to actually attack civilians without any consequences, which is kind of interesting. But GDI, as far as I'm aware, never attacks civilians or is incapable of attacking civilians in any game. I could be wrong about that. Please let me know in the comments if that is the case. Luke Danger says, there's lasers on the other side of the bridge, remember correctly, but once on the other side, you should be able to blast the bridge to cut off the constant cyborgs. That would be nice. Trevor Lane says, bring some disc throwers to break walls. Okay. Oh, here we go.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Oh, you mean the cliffs? Yeah, I'm going to need that.
Yes, sir.
Here.
Waiting orders.
Let's go ahead and bring...
Awaiting orders.
Let's bring the medic, too.
Sir. Loud and clear. Yes.
Should I bring the Ghost Stalker as well?
That might be.
Yeah, I
smart.
should bring the Ghost Stalker.
Very well. Yes, sir. Moving out. You got
Oh, man. Towering walkers, which is infantry fighting alongside them. I'm telling you guys, if we ever made a Tiberian Sun movie, I wouldn't want it to be a straight adaptation of the game. As much fun as that would be. I would basically want it to follow one commander we've never seen in the games. And basically just a day in the life or one battle. And just focus entirely on that one battle. The commander, have it switch back and forth to like forces on the ground, what it's like being a GDI infantry soldier, maybe switch between a guy who runs a Titan crew, just a bunch of different things, maybe some battlefield scientists trying to get the new disruptors onto the battlefield quickly. That to me would be my quintessential Command and Conquer game. Also, I think it'd be a nice throwback to bring it back to some 90s sci-fi. Recon1 says, who's the new voice of Mod? Yes, it is my friends from the Super Challenge Brothers channel. They've modded these streams before, but usually remotely. They decided to come on over and help us out.
Howdy, I'm Aussie.
Aussie, Street Shark.
Yes.
And Rogue is here as well. Alright, let's see what we can do. Shot Combo says, you could make a video like that with Totem Art's Firestorm game. Oh, like a machinima? Suppose I could. Alright, let's see what we can do. I think I could blow this up and then get into the prison. Can I get in? Yes, I can. Evening, boyos. Your heroes have arrived.
Well, that was surprisingly easy.
Good evening, everyone. This is your savior speaking. Alright, can I blow this up without... Oh, careful! That thing does a lot of damage. Up. Heal him. Here we go. Uh-oh, guys. I don't know what's out there. Guys, there might still be lasers here.
Are they just running?
I think they're just running.
Why wouldn't they go through the... Okay.
Why wouldn't they wait until I've beaten everything? I'm gonna get somebody killed. Stop. Okay, can you destroy the power plants at least?
No, they're just booking it.
If I destroy the power plants, it might be easier to get through. Gosh dang it, here come. Move. Destroy it.
Chase Baker said, the unexpected fourth faction of Tiberian Sun. The random blue bus.
Kill it.
Oh gosh, you're getting sandwiched from both sides.
I know.
And you want to break into the prison. Knock it out.
My medic. Alright, we gotta destroy the bridge now. Hopefully that will be enough.
Is that it, or what else are you supposed to do?
I gotta destroy the SAM site so that they can go pick up the mutants.
Oh, okay.
Come on, destroy the bridge. There we go.
The carry-alls, correct?
It might be the smaller orca transports. Gosh dang it, destroy it! Gosh, the sound effect for the railgun is so freaking cool. Aha, what do you do now, cyborgs? Cyborgs can't jump. Anyway. Shock Combo says, Ghost Stalker will team kill his friends with a railgun all day, but won't shoot enemy turrets. Glad that wasn't anybody important.
Who was that?
That was my disc thrower.
Oh.
He knew what he was getting into. He knew what he was signing up for.
I wonder if all the other GDI units just kind of loathe having to go on a mission with Ghost Stalker, knowing that they could be
I would. That sounds horrifying.
Orders received. Demand target.
Ugh. Also, like, technologically speaking, do you have any idea, like... Oops. Okay. How hard it would be to get a railgun into, like, human size? That would be really hard.
Sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Alright.
Yes, sir. Medic, give me some room. Waiting orders.
Making a medic work on mutants.
Yes, sir.
Just asking for a friend.
Yes, sir.
Because they have what, different anatomy or something?
Yeah, different biology. Like, they can walk into Tiberian fields to heal themselves. Which is sort of paradoxical, because even though, yes, that does technically heal them, Tiberium still is slowly killing them, and they will eventually die. They just, for the moment, are immune to it. Trevelyan says, they will repair the bridge after enough time. You are still on the clock. Gotcha. We don't need that.
Yes.
Okay.
Wait here. Very well.
Alright, I'm gonna need to destroy the last SAM site, and we're good. Recon 1 says, well, practical railguns the size of humans would be underpowered. Yeah. I think the current railguns that are being developed right now, at least in the prototype stage, have to be basically mounted on ships, because that's the only platform large enough to be able to carry them.
Sir.
Now, a giant mammoth walker might do as well, but, you know, the government's not cool enough to fund anything like that.
Wait here.
They're too busy funding LSD trips for CIA and things like that. Here we go.
Yes, sir. Moving out.
Oh, wow, look at that. It's got a weird, like, orange color scheme to it. I don't think that's ever been there before.
Primary objective achieved.
And we get all 10 mutants out. That's right, this whole operation for 10 whole mutants. Luke Danger says, if I remember correctly, Ghost Stalker is only able to use that railgun prototype because he's a mutant. As to mutant biology, it's not that different from baseline human. Fair enough. Well, thanks, guys, for all the help. That was easier than I remembered it being. But, of course, I also didn't go southeast like I did when I was a kid. Da-ba-da-ba-ba-ba. HHC Snowman. Trevor Lane says, we've had walker tech since the 1980s. They were found to be less capable than tanks. Yes. If you've ever watched the YouTube channel, the Templin Institute, they're really great. They go through basically all the pop culture franchises as if they're real history and just alternate worlds. They did a video essay basically with two people arguing back and forth on the effectiveness of walkers. And while I get that tanks in 90% of scenarios would be more effective than walkers, I do think in specific areas like swamps, mountainous areas, or other things like that, forests, walkers could be a specialized armored unit that could be used to, support infantry. Like, can you imagine Vietnam? We couldn't get tanks in there, but imagine if we had, mech walkers in there to support the guys in Vietnam. Again, I don't know how actually practical that would be, but that just is a cool visual to me. Luke Danger says, honestly, that went remarkably smoothly, all things considered. And now you'll get some mutant infantry auxiliaries in the next missions. Yes, as some of you mentioned last time, meat shields. All right, back to Northern Europe. Okay, so now before we go to the main chemical area, we want to destroy the chemical supply.
Destroying the supply base here will prevent the missile complex from receiving reinforcements.
Straight to the point, Ava. I appreciate it. Alex Pizzace says, we already have vehicles for 2 out of the 99,000. Yeah. The reality is some of the coolest units that might be better, oftentimes it's better to simply have a unit that's a jack of all trades, that's easier to repair, that's easier to mass produce, than something that would be much better in a specific situation. That's kind of how most military hardware works, unfortunately.
What about the civilians on the evac shuttle, sir? Scary looking shiners.
Plane's been using Tiberium to manipulate their DNA for cyber production.
They say they had some information on an underground Nod power station that needs Tiberian missile line. Sir, they're ready to fight.
Well, maybe we should give them a chance at a little payback. Suit them up. We'll go out to the supply base. Find out what they really know about this guy.
I do miss being able to like pick between different missions. It makes you actually feel like a real campaign commander who's actually choosing where to deploy his troops and how to prosecute the campaign. I barely remember this one. I've got to go east, right? Where can we find this foo-foo cave? East.
Oh, you got some disruptors now.
Yep, the disruptor crystals have been good. And I love how the disruptor tank looks like just a prototype vehicle. Oh, no. You guys have paper armor. Paper armor. But thankfully, so do you. Alright, let's save on destroy chemical supply. I'm probably going to have to come back to these missions to get footage if I ever do a more in-depth thing on this, which, you know, these things happen. Because even my first video on Tiberian Sun was really just kind of my off-the-cuff feelings about it. It isn't nearly as in-depth as I would if I were to make a video on that today. Recon 1 said, can you read that one about the exoskeletons from Recon 1?
Yeah, which he said exoskeletons would be useful in urban warfare because in cramped quarters in like Manila, we need a good power source.
That's a good point. Oh, I can actually control you guys. Nice.
Oh, that's right. There's vein holes on this one.
Yeah. Luke Danger. Casual mention of Nod's experiments on mutant kind, and Slavic wonders why Umugan turned on her brothers. Yeah, it's interesting how much, like, Kane and Nod revere Tiberium and becoming a Tiberium-based life form with divination, yet just absolutely despise the mutants, even though they're the most touched by Tiberium. My only explanation for that, and maybe you guys can weigh in on this, is that they're touched by Tiberium, but not in a designed, careful way that Kane would, so it's an abomination. But that just feels like nitpicking, like how mutants are reviled in the Marvel universe, but Spider-Man is okay for some reason with the public. Like, they don't know he's not a mutant. What's the difference? Oh, these things do so much damage. And they got actually good armor. Alright, let's see if we can capture some stuff. Alright, let's get you guys up here. Gosh, there's barely any place to deploy. Do you guys know a good place to deploy? Just off the top of your heads? I don't remember this mission as nearly as well as I wish I did, so... yeah, I'm definitely capturing that. Yeah, GDI will use chemical weapons. We're not above that.
Somebody mentioned in the chat that there was that they would capture the chemical plant to create more build space.
Yeah, I would definitely do that. Can you read that one from Luke Danger about the walkers?
Yeah, he said, funnily enough, if I remember correctly, walkers were partially adapted in Tiberian Sun because they were supposed to be able to handle Tiberium deformed terrain, and unlike tanks, they don't slow down in-game when climbing cliffs.
Yes, that makes a lot of sense. In a world like Tiberian Sun, where the Earth's terrain is just constantly being deformed, it would make sense that they would focus on something that could handle all that. Even though, realistically speaking, just looking at the disruptor tanks, a tracked vehicle will still do just fine in most areas. Oh, this looks good. This looks very good. Yeah, let's get you up here.
I think somebody mentioned that in the chat, that there's a really nice plateau. Who was that? Trivian Lane, I think.
There's a good plateau south of the vein hole monster that you just found. Past the Nod base, harvesting it, you go south, you will find a nice clear area for the fields. Nice! I will do that. Let's have you guys continue to explore. Yeah, Alex Basadze said something similar. Chase Baker, disruptor tanks using emitter dishes is a great design. Better than the sound barrel of the Sonic Cannon and Tib Wars. Yeah, I still really like the look of the Sonic emitter in Tib Wars, but I do agree the dish makes more sense if it's supposed to be sound. And I just miss that. Just aesthetically, they didn't try to look a little bit more like Tiberian Sun. And I get the lore reasons, and I get that the people that made Tiberian Wars were far more inspired by Tiberian Dawn than Tiberian Sun. That was said in some forums back in the day, but Gosh, I wish there was like a proper sequel. Have you guys seen some of the screenshots for Westwood's intended version of CNC3? I believe it was called Tiberian Incursion. It's some really cool stuff, and I still to this day am thinking in my head, what if? What if? Alright. Alex Pisatze says, as a Nod spokesperson, they don't hate mutants. They're just either traitors or volunteers to make divination come faster. Holy cranky. Trevor Lane, Nod artillery barrages you if you set up too far north. Good to know. Finally, I can build a base. Fix force missions, me no likey. Alright, here's good. This is such an odd-looking map, but I really like it. I really miss when single-player mission designs for the maps would actually feel very unique and something that would never make it into a multiplayer map that's supposed to be balanced. And interesting. I better build some engineers at some point. I'm just going to let you do your thing.
Oh.
Because I want to capture it while he's in there so I can capture him.
Well, if you capture the chemical plant unit, can't you just produce your own?
No, you can't.
Oh, you can't?
Not unless you have a Nod War Factory.
Oh.
But if you wait until they're... I know this is how it works with the Tiberian harvesters. If you wait for a harvester to be in a refinery when you capture it, you get the harvester too. I assume it works the same way here.
Right.
Alright, let's build a barracks. Okay, that's odd. Alright, let's get ourselves an engineer. Alright, let's save.
Let's see.
Trevor Lane says Nod will hit you from the north with stealth tanks and from the south with... Oh, what? Already? I didn't realize they were that close. No, don't kill him. Don't kill him. Don't kill him. Okay, nothing hit me. Weird. Okay, get over here. Anyway, yeah, stealth tanks from the north and from the south with tanks and infantry. Good to know. I will try and defend against that, but I will likely forget. Shot Combo says, I don't think anything will beat the unit design, aesthetics, and atmosphere of Tib's Sun. Not seen any game with that top atmosphere. 100% agree. And a commenter on one of my recent videos, actually, on one of the recent live streams, actually, was actually telling me something interesting about basically the idea that one of the reasons why he thinks RTS games today that try to recapture the CNC feel fail is they don't do a good enough job of creating an exciting world and story that makes you excited to move the units and use the factions that you have at your disposal. And I tend to agree. I think it was one of the guys behind the scenes that was saying at Westwood that said, we made the mission at the beginning where you have to clear out the SAM sites. To basically make you care about the Wolverine unit, so that when that happened, it would actually mean something to you. Let me save so I don't miss that. Teacher is asking if you can't see the chat if you want to text him.
Oh, okay.
What's up with him?
Yeah.
Alright, are you going to come back here? Yes, 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 yes! Tanya. That's the American Tail version, not the Verla version. He's not going to run me over, is he? Let's go! It's mine! It's mine! Guess who's got a... Oh, I don't have the missile silo. Whatever. If I get one, then that'll be good.
What, did you get the Weed Eater?
Yeah, I did, but... Weed Eater. That's not a joke. This is literally called the Weed Eater.
I know.
Oh, there they are. Oh, that's a lot of them. Can you guys, like, attack? I feel like I'm not asking for much. We're gonna have to load back. Okay. Let's build some disc throwers. You guys aren't good against those. And you get back up here.
Unit ready.
Waiting order.
Unit ready.
Got it.
Unit ready.
Got it.
Unit ready.
Ah, I missed it. Dang it.
Training. Building.
No problem. Yes, sir.
Trevin Lane says, flame tanks and burrowing APCs will be a constant threat if you don't pave and wall off your base. Fair enough.
Unit ready.
Alex Bassadze says, AI sure loves blowing up random walls sometimes.
Ready.
Trevin Lane says, you can block choke points on your plateau with Disruptor and MLR's Texas each. Fair enough. Ooh, danger. Oh, I don't have the missile silo. Oh, well.
Funds.
Nothing Goron says, all advanced technology in GDI still has soldiers who manually throw explosives.
When you put it that way.
We still have costs. We put all our money into the Walker technology, okay? And there goes the Titan. Alright, I'm going to have to build another refinery when I get the chance.
Sir.
What do the mutants do?
They're just infantry units. They're good anti-infantry.
Do they have more health than regular infantry, or
They heal in Tiberium. They might have more health than regular. I don't know. Off the top of my head. Alright.
Unit ready.
Alright, we're going to build another Tiberium refinery, build some more harvesters, get our economy going.
I love how the disruptors just absolutely eat through.
What the
infantry.
heck?
Oh,
Well, they do a lot of damage.
against what?
Just everything.
Oh,
Alright, let's save. Alright. Luke Danger says, to be fair, they do use a wrist launcher system to help that. Oh, do they? I thought they threw it... Oh, they have to, like, I think, like a prosthetic on there that helps them.
Yes, sir. Yes,
Hey, buddy.
now he's dead.
Just imagine the Tick-Tank driver. Sir, are you sure we should be driving into this vein hole field? Of course it is, you fool. How dare you question my authority? Yeah. Anyway. Okay, so there's this whole other area that they can get in from. What's over here? Let's do some exploring. Dora.
What do you say? No.
Dora the Explorer. I'm sorry.
All right, somebody clip that.
You'll also regular mutant squads as reinforcements. That'll be nice. No. You stay back here. Oh, there is no way up here. It's directly from the right. It's all from the right. Am I crazy? I thought... Okay, wow. I thought there was a way to get from the north. This is literally the only choke point. Okay, Trevin Lane might have told me that. I just misinterpreted what he said.
waiting order. Got it.
Alright. Let's move over here then.
Is it really just that tiny little choke point up there?
Yeah, but again, they have subterranean units, so I still gotta be careful about that. But, like, good grief. I think I do remember this, actually. See, this narrow pathway is just, like, this unique level, this level design. I feel like they don't make it like that. Most of the mission. Gosh dang it.
Huh?
Missile launch detected.
Oh no.
Yeah, they keep saying that, but I never see anything. Oh, here it is.
It just...
It just went off the map. Is that just for, like, aesthetic series? Like, oh, this is the supply base, but they're firing at other areas in Europe and on GI bases elsewhere?
Probably. That's actually really cool world building.
It is. It is very cool world building. Alright, we'll keep you guys here in case some subterranean units show up.
Other people still seem to be confused.
Trevor Lane says there is a way to sneak some amphibious units into Nod's power supply. You will need an engineer and something airborne to safely kill a veinhole monster. Will do. That sounds fun. Alex Basadze says rocket launchers have been a thing since the first Tiberian conflict, but GDI just said, nah, death frisbee. You raise a good point. It's like, oh, Nod is the only ones with rocket troopers. It's like, that cannot be a technology GDI does not have access to. That cannot be a technology they're just like, oh, I don't know. We just never cracked it. Like, no, you definitely have. But I get it for gameplay reasons, because basically Nod's anti-armor unit is anti-vehicle and anti-air, whereas GDI's is anti-vehicle and anti-infantry. It is a fun mix, although as a kid I did not appreciate not having viable anti-air until the Hover MLRS, especially since Nod arguably gets the better close air support air unit.
Right, but that is for the Reprotect tree.
It is.
I guess just to balance it out, is that GDI's not super afraid of Nod's air superiority, because they don't really have the air superiority if you count the Orca bombers being superior. But
yeah, I mean, to be fair, story-wise, Nod does not have really air superiority in any way until they develop the Banshee, which is very late in the campaign. Like, other than that, they have the Harpy, which is just a glorified helicopter. So yeah, I wouldn't put a lot into my anti-air either if Nod was mostly drilling underground and basically just had glorified helicopters. Like, yeah, don't worry about it. Disc throwers, much better. Trevor Lane says you can also kill a lot of Nod's outer SAM defenses from the water with MLRSs. Good to know. See, this is what I like. I like having... They do this a lot in the single player. There's a lot of maps that really make use of the amphibious abilities. I just wish that the multiplayer maps did that more. Oh, here we go. Where is it? Oh, was that over here? Oh, sorry. I mean, better here than at my base. That was kind of undefended, so. Yeah.
did the missile just go off screen again?
I think it did. Not a single missile has hit me yet, honestly.
Also, Luke Danger said, also, unlike GDI, most Nod warlords have to rely on their own assets, whereas GDI can pretty much call on a nearby airbase if they need air supremacy.
That's true. I love how, and this is carried over kind of in Tiberian Wars as well, like GDI's air superiority and better logistics constantly is a factor in how they prosecute their wars. Trevor Lane says, the missile launchers glitch occasionally. It's supposed to shoot your most valuable buildings and not the con yard or tech center. Interesting.
I'm pretty sure it's just...
I don't know. We'll see. If I build something like a technology center and it doesn't do anything... Well, I don't think I can build a technology center yet, honestly.
That would be pretty funny if it just glitched for the entire mission and you were just safe.
Yeah, I don't remember if it attacked me in previous times I played this as a kid. Joby1. Love that name. Love seeing Tip's Son being played. Thanks, I love playing it. Yeah. Shot Combo says, all the money went into the diamond reinforced pavement. It would be kind of funny, because most of the time, if you're using the radar array system, you can kind of, the mobile sensor array, you can see them, like, if they try to get up under pavement, they're just like, oh, I can't, and they try to go somewhere else. I would love it if somebody tried to drill up and they just immediately get destroyed.
They just explode on impact.
Yeah. Like, knocking their head against the low ceiling. Oh, there they go.
Oh.
Okay. If I remember correctly, like, these do more damage to infantry and vehicles than they do structures, as long as you catch it and repair it in time. Not as big of a deal as the cluster missiles tend to be. Alright, I definitely want to get one of these when I get the chance. Yeah, slow mission, guys, but it's the way it be sometimes until I get my economy up and going. I am full up, but I don't have a missile silo. If I could capture one with like some amphibious APCs and some engineers, I will do that because that would be super fun to turn the tables on them.
Unit reporting. Orders received. Yes, sir.
Luke Danger says, at least in this mission, your base isn't built on a forced road. You can just put concrete under your building. Yes, I do like that. That is very nice. All right, last harvester, last harvester. We got 3 here.
Unit ready.
One there. Let's get another one over here.
Awaiting orders.
I want the blue Tiberium. Tiberium vinifera is its scientific name for the blue Tiberium. Which, did that ever appear in the first game? I'm curious.
Unit reporting. Orders received.
Did blue Tiberium... I know the Veinhole monsters appear in Tiberian Dawn in the cutscenes, but I don't think they appear in the actual gameplay. Did Tiberium vinifera, the blue Tiberium, ever show up in Tiberian Dawn? Does anybody know that?
Construction complete. Building. Construction complete. Building.
Trevor Lane says, you can build a TEP center. You get Orca Bombers in this mission. Enjoy. It is the 2 missions after this chain that do not give you Orca Bombers. Really? Oh, that's right. I haven't built my radar. I've been so busy I haven't built the radar.
Unit ready.
I was like, where's the tech center? I built that on a previous save.
Prepared.
Honestly, as horrifying and like bleak as it would be to be a soldier in this world, I can kind of see myself doing this just because the alternative is just hiding away in your reinforced shelters hoping that the world doesn't end. I feel like, at least this way, I feel like I'm actually doing something to affect the outcome and to possibly save my world.
Construction complete.
I feel like just being a civilian in this world would be even more depressing.
Building.
And I think we've discussed this before, but Nod's solution to the Tiberian problem is basically, look, GDI is lying to you and they say that they can solve the Tiberian problem. And to be fair, up until the very end of Firestorm, they haven't really done much ecologically to actually save the world from Tiberian. They got nothing. So I can kind of see why people would be like, yeah, let's go with Kane's vision. At least he has a solution. With that solution being, you know, if we can't remove Tiberium, then we can alter our bodies in such a way that we can actually thrive in this Tiberium-based environment. And in a world as hopeless as Tiberian Sun, I can kind of see both sides. I can see why the average Nod soldier would join up with Kane, and I can see why the GDI soldier would say, no, Kane's insane. Some of them might even remember Kane being a terrorist in the 90s, and like, we can't trust him. This guy's a fanatic. GDI will find a way. There is a way to bring back what we used to have. All right, cool. We're now starting to hum along with some Tiberium, so we should be able to actually go after them. And let's go with the strategy that Trevin Lane said. We're going to get some hover MLRSs, some amphibious APCs, and we're going to harass them along the coast. And then we're also going to build some disruptors and titans, and we're going to move up north.
Yes, sir.
Because I want to see what's up here.
On my way.
Recon 1 says, GDI does not use chem missiles, right? Historically, no. And in lore, they do not. I, however, may bend the rules a bit.
A real Redmond Boyle, aren't you?
We are the people that the citizens have entrusted to protect them. That was pretty good, wasn't it?
Oh.
Gosh dang it. I need more power.
I don't know if anybody can do Billy D. Williams like Billy D. Williams.
No, no one can. Alex Bissadze says, yeah, when I played, it used to build normal / Firestorm walls, and AI targeted that early in the late game. Interesting. Joby Wan says, no blue Tiberium in the earlier games. Okay, that's what I thought. Does it ever show up in Renegade? Okay, Luke Danger says, blue Tib didn't appear in Tiberian Dawn at all, but a sample was found in Renegade when Mobius talks about before escaping with Havoc. Nice. That answers my question. Trevor Lane says, I would suggest more refineries. The harvesters will be jamming up soon. Fair advice, but I will keep it going since they have such a long journey ahead of them. Missile launch detected. Well, is it actually going towards me this time?
Yes, sir. Ready for action. Orders received.
Oh, yes, it is. Ah, I should have kept all my units together. Actually, I just saved before that. I might be able to move them out of the way.
Did you just lose all your units? Move! Move, Dory, move! Are you gonna be fine? Oh,
Yay!
you're fine.
That's the power of saving and loading.
Orders received, sir. Yes, sir.
That's how we do it here. Einstein would be proud.
What, saves coming?
Time travel, essentially.
Oh.
Chase Baker says, bend the rules for victory. Yeah. I'm Michael McNeil. I'm a maverick. I don't follow any rules. I'm Michael Bean. Oh, that's doing a lot of damage. That's doing a lot of damage. Holy crikey!
And you got Visceroid sighting!
Okay, well, that happened.
Construction complete.
Do I get... Yes, I finally get the RPG upgrade. Let's go.
Sir. Unit report. Yes, sir. No problem.
I'm going to have to move that technology. Actually, I don't need to build a technology center again, actually, because I remember in the earlier games, once you build it, you get the technology. You don't need to rebuild it. You keep the technology. Okay, let's keep that... Ah,
Okay, Joby1 said something really interesting.
yeah.
He said a little tidbit. The green lines when you gave a movement order was just debug code, so I could see path destinations. But Brett Sperry, the boss, made me keep it in the final game. Wait, do we have an original developer in the chat?
Who is this? Joby1?
Yes.
Construction.
Yo, what?
Sir. Yes, sir.
I mean, people lie on the internet all the time, but Joby1, could you give us a little background about yourself?
Are you...
Unit ready. New construction options.
Joby1
Don't do that.
Bostic.
Don't give me hope.
Construction complete.
There's no way this is Joe Bostic in my chat. Do you guys know who Joe Bostic is?
No, I
He's
don't.
one of the greats, okay? He's one of the original developers in Westwood. There's no way Joe Bostic is in my chat. That's just not... Sorry, not... If you are Joe Bostic, I apologize, but, like, I've been on the internet long enough. I'm not going to just take your word for that. I'm sorry.
Construction complete.
Keep it in the final game.
I think I do remember hearing somewhere that was, like, debug lines. I mean, I appreciate it. I kind of miss them not really being around anymore, because it's... does it actually help? Because it doesn't actually show the direct line they're actually going to take. But
It actually does help, in my opinion.
It does?
As
Yeah.
someone who's starting out and doesn't know how things work, it helps to know, like, oh, that's their point of travel, basically.
Yeah, I missed that. Oh, cloak unit detected. Okay, we're going to...
Cloak unit detected. Building.
let's build some disc throwers.
Training.
Joby1 is upping the ante. He just said, ask any question for me to prove it if you want.
Are you serious?
Okay, do you know anything about Westwood's original vision for who and what Kane was supposed to be? And I know a lot of that is already on the internet right now. I know Brett Sperry did an interview, but I'm just curious if you have any insight that isn't already out there. Watch, if this turns out he actually is Joe Bostic, and he gives me, like, brand new... I'm going to have to rewrite my entire video essay. Just my luck that this would happen. Oh, you're right. There are SAM sites up here. Oh, wait. Harpies. Let's go.
Do you mind giving me some background on Joe Bostic? 'Cause I don't know.
He's one of the main developers. I don't know more off the top of my head. You can look it up real quick.
Orders received.
All right, let's build a few more, and then we're going to build some APCs.
He's also
as
the
well.
co-founder of Petroglyph Games. I did not know that.
Oh, is he still working at Petroglyph? I love Petroglyph. 9-bit Armies is awesome. I play that with the D train.
Okay,
still.
we got an explanation. He said Cain was modeled after the biblical Cain. Heidi Larimore was a story girl, and she was into that sort of thing.
Holy crap! Is this actually Joe Bostic?
Wait,
Oh
I
my
don't know what
God.
that is. Wait, I don't know what that second part means.
Orders received.
ID Larimore. Who was ID Larimore? Was she like in charge of story at Westwood? Can you look up that name?
I'm looking
Orders received.
Like, because that just piqued my interest because that's not a name that's been thrown around the community much. So like, either he made that up completely or
No,
Oh.
he said alongside Heidi Larimore. It says it in here.
oh my
They
gosh,
created the concept of Command and Conquer Tiberian Dawn.
Oh my goodness.
is this actually Joe Bostic in my chat? if I'm getting fooled hardcore, like, shame on me, fair enough, you got me.
But
like,
also well played.
yeah, no, well, yeah, I know. Like, if you are actually, like, did a bunch of research to make yourself look like Joe Bostic, like, you know what? Go ahead and fool me. Like, you've earned this. You put in a good amount of effort. Trevor Land, you need to rebuild the tech center to gain access to the Orca bombers. Fair enough. That's a good point. They seem to be only targeting my war factory, so I think as long as I build it away from my war factory, I'll be fine. Oh, wow, they had artillery coming. Also, what was up with the artillery in Tiberian Sun just being completely broken? Did you guys know that in testing, or did you not realize how drastic that was going to be? Because I realized you fixed it in Firestorm.
The artillery, is that what you're asking?
Yeah, that's what I'm asking Joe Bostic about. If this... Holy crap, this is actually Joe Bostic. I played these games when I was like 5, okay? If you told 5-year-old me I'd be talking to Joe Bostic on my YouTube channel, you know, in my 30s, I don't think I would believe you, but I'd probably be losing it.
Well, he was there from 1990 to 2003 at Westwood Studios, so that would have been...
That's the Tiberian Sun era.
Right.
Chase Baker, Harpy Pilot. Attacking the large number of missile-equipped tanks is a great deal. Yeah, real smart, buddy. Luke Danger says, per Ava Database, 80 Larimore is a video game designer. She's a co-creator of the fictional concepts Command and Conquer, along with Joe Bostic and Brett Sperry. Yeah, see, I remember Joe Bostic and Brett Sperry, obviously. Alex Passat said, yeah, base game already is busted. Extremely.
Okay, Joey once said something.
Balance is not my focus. I was the lead game programmer. Take up balance with the QA department. Lol. I mean, from what I understand, you guys were kind of rushed in getting this game out the door by EA. Is that correct? Because I think I heard that you guys were planning on making the Forgotten a full faction at some point.
I feel like you should actually get like sit down interview with this guy if you can.
Guys, I got 2,000 subscribers. Joe Bostic is not going to sit down and let me interview him, even over Zoom or something. That's not going to happen.
We wish.
Recon 1 says, speaking of 30, guess who becomes 30? Please don't dox yourselves and put your birthdays online. That's how people steal your identity and get your credit card. Actually, stop. We're going to have you move forward. You come back here. You're gonna... Alicia Earl, hey Snowman, busy day today, but I want to support you and watch such a fun screen while I can. Yeah, good to have you, Alicia. Glad you could make it. We had a slow start earlier today, so don't worry about it. I'm gonna build another sensor array. Move it up. Ah, there goes my Titan. Let's build more Titans. We're also gonna need more. Ooh, there's the Orca Bomber. Alright, so we got rid of those. Let's move around a bit more. And save. The Vidit of Light, welcome back! Hail, man of snow! I should have been asleep hours ago, but I have tabletop prep I've been putting off, so here I am for that. As always, crush the thralls of the first murder. Gosh dang it, that line goes so hard! Ah, that's so cool. I've said this before and I'll say it again. It is way cooler if Cain is actually the biblical Cain. That's just... such a cool concept. Alright, here, get up here. And you guys, get up here and join.
Okay, Joey once said something else regarding development time.
There was never enough time to make the games. Red Alert was crazy fast development, 9 months. I aged 5 years in that time. Shoot.
Oh no. Oh no!
I'm gonna load back and build some component towers.
9 months? Oh my gosh, that's fast.
Yeah, games were just made so much more quickly back then, but apparently it wasn't because of any less crunch.
Nothing changes in the game industry, does it?
I feel like it's gotten worse.
Well, is there any other questions you have for...
Yeah, I mean, like, why are you here, Joe Bostic? If you are actually Joe Bostic, do you just, like, go online and look for people playing your old games on streams and join? Because not that I'm complaining. Like, that's a cool thing. It's probably what I would do in your position, but, like... did you miss any cutscenes? We rescued the mutants, which is why we have some mutants helping us in this mission. We wouldn't have them helping us otherwise. And there was a brief cutscene of them saying, okay, now we're going to go attack the supply center that's supplying all the chemical missiles to the main base we're supposed to destroy. So this is a mission we don't have to do, but I'm doing it because I would like to make my next mission easier, which is something I really liked about these earlier games. Alright, let's see what we can do.
Okay, Shot Combo said something. He said, well, Joe, if it really is you, thank you. Tib Don and Tib's son inspired me as a kid, too, to want to go into being a game dev.
Yeah, honestly...
Oh, and wait, Shot Combo got to work on Tempest Rising as well?
Whoa, Shock Combo. We got a Tempest Rising dev in the chat? Verify that, Shock Combo, if that's true.
I mean, there's no reason why he would lie about something like that.
There's tons of reasons people would lie on the internet. They're all
Okay,
psychopaths.
Fair enough. I have too much faith in you guys.
Ah, whoa. Lasers.
I know everyone... Okay, wait, do we want to actually... He answered your question.
Just chilling out on YouTube and saw your live stream. Great to see my games being played, though I would jump in and check out your playing. Well, thanks, I appreciate that. And to echo everyone else, gosh dang it, keep getting attacked there. Move the Titans. Yeah, I played Tiberian Sun so much as a kid. This really inspired my love of technology, and it's part of the reason I became an engineer, just because like, even more so than the commanding and conquering, just the idea of all the cool tech that Nod has, GDI and Nod have at their disposal, just is so cool to me as a kid. And now I also do this on the side. I make video essays about the lore and gameplay of Tiberian Sun, which is super, super fun. Is there not a way to get onto this place?
I guess not, except for through the... What is that, northeast side?
Yeah, I guess I'll try and capture some of that. Oh. Well, aren't you guys wonderful? There we go. Shoebox. Yeah, Alicia Earle, for reference, this guy's claiming that he's Joe Bostic, who is like one of the main guys at Westwood, the guys that made this game, and still works at Petroglyph Studios. So if true, that's kind of crazy that he's on my stream. Alicia Earle says, hey, hearing Aussie and you making makes me think of the Mirror's Run game you guys two made in 2017. You all were so young. Aussie sounded like music. Oh, they're out of power.
Wonderful.
That is hilarious.
Yep, that's still on the Playground channel.
That's like the biggest backhanded compliment I've ever seen.
All right, let's build some more Titans. Jimmy1 says, I don't remember the Rocketeer being frantic. All development was frantic in a way. Will I get more mutants if I lose all the mutants?
Oh, you got somebody. Oh. What the?
Don't worry about it.
Oh, don't they glitch out where they, like, go underneath the ground and then they
Come back
spawn
up.
back up again?
Sometimes. Alright, let's get you back up here. Let's use the, is it Control? No, Alt. There we go. Alright, let me save. We need to build up an army and then go get them.
Well, is there anything else you want to ask Bostic while he's still here?
Are
you flabbergasted?
I'm kind of flabbergasted, honestly. Like, my main question is about Cain, and, like, yeah, kind of confirming that, yeah, Biblical Cain was what they were going for, and apparently, what was her name? Aledia?
I think it's a guy.
Okay.
No.
You said Story Girl.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
Eddie Larimore.
Yeah, Eddie Larimore said that she was just really into all that stuff, which is kind of crazy because, yeah, it's all over here, and especially Renegade was, like, really doubled down on Cain being Biblical Cain. I guess one of my main questions is, I don't know if you ever worked on Renegade at all, or knew anything about the story of that, but there's a part where you can see the Tomb of Abel, and Cain mentions that this is the site of the original Temple of Brotherhood of Nod, and this is the source of their power. is Cain referring to his curse from God to be immortal? Is that because he killed Abel? Is he saying that's the source of Nod's power? Again, if these are all lore questions that you weren't really in charge of, I get it, but honestly, that's probably what intrigues me most, is just trying to figure out Westwood's original vision for Cain. If your focus was something else like gameplay or other stuff, let me know and I'll ask you more relevant questions.
I'm curious what I know. So I watched there's some recent interviews on like some Generals developers because I'm a big Generals fan.
Yeah.
And I noticed that they like worked on some of the certain units. So if he did work more on the units, I'm curious what units he actually did work on specifically.
Yeah. Joby1 says, I didn't work on Renegade. That team was down the hall. I'm not sure about the cutscenes on Renegade, but you are probably right. That's some awesome
confirmation.
That is awesome confirmation. I know a lot of you Westwood guys were still with EALA for a while, and then eventually, I think by the time of Tiberian Wars, most of you guys were gone. Is that true? Like, you guys really only worked on Generals and Zero Hour, and then I think some of the Middle-earth games and the Star Wars games, and then it was, by the time we get to Tiberian Wars, most of the Westwood staff had left EALA. Is that true? Alright, let's do some exploring.
Yeah, Alicia Roll was asking, is it an honor to most likely / possibly have a game dev on your stream?
Abs-
Technically, we have two.
Well, yeah, because we have
Combo.
Yeah, Shot Combo, who worked on Tempest Rising, which is like another huge deal to me anyway, because Tempest Rising is the closest game to CNC's feel in years, in my opinion. Alright, let's explore. I want to figure out what's going on up here. Luke Dangerous may want to check the mission start. The units might appear on the mini-map with the Mutant Green instead of GDI Gold. That's a good point.
Oh. Okay, Joey 1 came back with something else.
EA tried to move the team to LA. I and several others said, no way, we're staying in Las Vegas. A few moved to ALA Studios, not me, though. Okay. I don't see it.
Oh, Trivian Lane saying, do not frontally assault the base while it is powered. There's an obelisk of Nod.
Gotcha.
Probably several if he's putting it in all caps.
Yeah, that makes sense. No, I'm keeping my distance. I just want to explore and see what's going on. Ooh, what's this over here? Let's take a look-see.
Okay, Shot Combo said he can prove it. He said in a slightly sad way, but I'd rather just hear Joe talk about CNC. Thank you for these games so much.
No, Shot Combo, feel free to prove it if you want to. I don't... It's a lot easier for me to believe that a Tempest Rising dev is in here than Joe Bostic himself. So, like, I'm not stuck on you having to prove your merits. Whoop. Okay, well, there he is.
There's the broken artillery.
Gosh dang it. Run, run, run. Anyway.
Trevin Lane said that is the back secret entrance.
Yeah, I might have to blow this up, though, first if I'm going to use that secret entrance.
I believe he suggested jump jet troopers. Trevin Lane did.
Good idea. I guess I had another question for Joe Bostic. Shoot, do I not have my jump jet? Oh, there. The question was, I had heard some rumblings that, again, if this is a lore question that's outside of your league, I'm sorry, but the question is like, gosh dang it.
Did you just lose all your mutants?
Yeah, no, I lost all my disc throwers.
Oh, okay.
There was some rumblings that GDI and particularly General Alan Shepard and Tiberian Dawn was meant to be like the antithesis to Cain, as sort of like the Abel because his name was Shepard. Is that just fan speculation? Or I heard Joku Kan said that might have been something. Is that actually something you guys had planned out and was going to reveal at some point, or was that dropped at some point in development? They're out of power. Yeah, that's really narrow. Alright, we're going to have to build some...
When you are starting to run out of money.
I'll be fine. I just got to take care of that artillery or there's going to be a problem, because these disruptors are expensive. Okay, Trevor Lane says the secret back entrance. Luke Danger says you do get orc bombers now as well, which gives you options. That's true.
Yeah, everyone in the chat is suggesting orca bombers or orca fighters.
All right, let's get you guys over here.
Okay, Joby One said something else.
Everyone says, I don't think there was a GDI counterpart to Kane. Kane was and is always unique with no particular balance on the GDI side. Okay, so that might have just been speculation by Joe Kukan, because I know he said that in an interview, but he said to take that with a grain of salt. That's good. Shoot.
Construction complete.
Can you use the chemical missile now or no? Did you think
No, I need to capture a missile silo, otherwise I can't launch it.
Oh.
Insufficient funds.
I guess my other question, though, is I noticed in Tiberian Dawn, a lot of the stuff that happened in Tiberian Dawn seemed to be, you guys, from very early on, were kind of envisioning a world like Tiberian Sun, because you have things like Dr. Mobius saying, oh, this is going to be an existential threat to humanity. We're starting to see the vein hole monsters in cutscenes. There's Tiberian poisoning happening. You have that one cutscene where it mentions that millions of people have already died or fallen ill to Tiberian poisoning. And I'm just wondering, was that always something early on that you were just kind of limited by the tech of, like, we always wanted it to eventually become the hellscape that we see in Tiberian Sun and Firestorm, even as far back as Firestorm. I'm sorry, as far back as Tiberian Dawn. I agree, Luke Danger. It's kind of interesting. Although it is interesting that GDI survives, like the Apocalypse, along with Nod, and no one else does. But it is interesting if they're just a man. Oh wow, no anti-air. Alright, let's build another.
Base under attack.
Gosh dang it, every time.
You just lose a power plant?
Yeah.
Unit ready.
Is there blue accents on the orca bombers? There is,
A
right?
little bit. I mean, I think that's just the cockpit.
The blue and orange? I don't know. That's kind of what it looked like to me.
I think it's just the cockpit.
I always thought that was kind of unique.
Gosh dang it, I lost all my power now.
No.
Nope, stay up. Oh look! Is that what I'm supposed to destroy? Because it's right here.
Maybe you can? Also, you got another chat message from Bostic.
Real quick, Vidit of Light says, I've always considered Tiberian series to be Cain/Cain trying to challenge God for the spiritual and physical destiny of mankind. Yeah, that would be super epic if that were the case. Joe Bostic says, regarding story, we are just making it up as we went along, as you might expect. Dystopian progression is kind of implied with Tiberian. Gotcha. Alicia Earl says, alright, Snowman, and it ain't a stream with me in it unless I take it off topic. Promise me the wait for the Oregon Trail will be worth waiting for. Possible dysentery loss. Yeah. Yeah, things have been really busy IRL and crazy, so we're trying to get to it, but I do plan on doing that for my second channel.
Well, I'm curious, does Joe Bostic, does he still work at Petroglyph, or?
I think he does, right? Bostic, you still work at Petroglyph?
And if that's the case, then I'm curious if EA's lying, or wherever it came from, regarding the possible remaster for Tiberian Sun and/or RA2, because they claim that the source code was lost. I'm just wondering if that, I don't know.
That's a good point. Yeah, I don't know if you would know that, Joe Bostic, but there have been rumors. It's not even EA claimed. It's just a rumor that the community has kind of latched on that the source code for Tiberian Sun and Red Alert 2 has been lost. Oh, this is the secret mission I need to unlock. So I wonder if is that true, or is that just something the community latched onto and there's no basis for that? Joe Bostic says, I'm a co-owner of Petroglyph along with Steve Tail and Mike Legg. Oh, interesting. Alright, let's get the power
Are they
back.
former Westwood employees as well, or?
They might not be. Let me look them up.
Construction complete. Building. Construction complete. Building. Construction complete. Building.
Dang, look at all that. Alright, if anybody's played this mission before, I want to unlock the secret mission where you get on the train and do the destroy the power grid mission. I'm a little hazy on how to trigger that without accidentally beating the mission normally. What is this, Rogue? What are you finding?
Steve Tall worked on the remastered collection
Oh,
of Command and Conquer.
Oh. Okay.
Oh, interesting. Which, yeah, because Petroglyph worked on the remastered collection.
And Grey Goo. Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. And let me check the other guy. What was the other guy's name?
Mike Legg,
Mike.
I believe.
Okay, so I gotta find a suitable to destroy the Nod chemical station. So I think that's this, so I'm just gonna go ahead and blow that up then.
Oh, okay. Wait, we got an answer.
We got an answer. Jobasic says, regarding the source code, that can be difficult to find. We are not allowed to keep copies of the old source code, but it might show up magically if necessary, wink wink. What the heck does that mean?
Does that mean basically it's not actually lost?
Well, I think what he's saying is, like, we're Petroglyph. We're not EA. We're not Westwood.
Right.
We wouldn't have access to that, even if it was still around. But I guess maybe what he's saying is that, like, if we were tasked with making the second remastered volume, things could be done to get it back. I don't know.
I mean, I know with different games and different
Gosh dang it!
different fan communities, they also have been able to reverse engineer the games. I mean, that was the original plan for Generals in order to stop mismatches and stuff.
Yeah.
They were basically trying to reverse engineer the game, which was going to be a very long 5-year process until they dropped the source code, and in which case now things are flying. So.
Yeah, for sure.
Luke Danger says, to unlock the secret mission, Ghost Stalker should show up after you complete other objectives at the spawn area.
Gotcha. Okay, I can live with that. Get up.
Yeah, get a land unit near the train, and a Ghost Stalker will spawn where you started. Put the Ghost Stalker on the train and the mission unlocks. That is what Trevin Lane says.
Gotcha.
Very knowledgeable on that subject.
Thank you, Trevin Lane. He seems to know everything about this.
Alicia Earl, Joe, wink once more if you've got more information.
Egging him on, I see. I mean, I don't know about you guys, but I'm quite convinced that this is the real Joe Bostic.
I am too, which is...
I looked up all of his stuff, and it's checking out.
This is, thanks for doing the research there. Holy crikey, that's kind of insane.
Well, I'm not aware of, because I haven't really been around the CNC stuff recently, but what is Petroglyph also working on recently now?
They made a World War I game recently that was kind of interesting. Obviously, they were working on 9-Bit Armies, the sequel to their 8-Bit Army games.
Right.
And then, obviously, most recently, a couple years back, they were working on the Remastered Collection. I have a question that actually showed up on the Command & Conquer subreddit, which was, how do you guys stay afloat? Are your games, honestly, like, successful enough that you're able to, like, stay afloat? Like, you just have low margins, you don't spend a lot? Because, I don't mean any disrespect, but, I mean, these games, like, I imagine the games you do make sell well, but, like, having been around the startup sort of industry, like, it's sort of being independent like that, usually that's, like, really hard to, like, keep afloat without a bigger publisher, like, funding you. So, if you guys just honestly just been successful enough that you haven't had to worry about that. Petroglyph also made Star Wars Empire at War. I think it is pretty highly rated in Steam and still keeps selling. Yeah, I really need to check that out.
Construction complete.
Like, the fact that you guys are still around and still making games and still making money is honestly, like, really warms my heart, because there's a lot of other places like Pyro Studios that made the Commandos games. They had to be forced to become a mobile company, and then that recently fizzled out just like a couple years ago, and that was really sad. So I like the fact that people like Frank Klepacki and you are still, like, employed at a place that's still making games in the strategy genre.
I feel like that's kind of the case, like, in a lot of ways. Like, I know we're fans of a lot of different franchises, and, you know, maybe this is not even nearly the same, but, like, even, like, Club Penguin and stuff like that, a lot of, like, the old developers are still, like, working together with each other, even though they're not working at Disney, or their IP is now being used by the company that bought them out, you know?
Yeah. Let's have you guys blow up through this vein.
Okay, Joby1 or Joe Bostic said Petroglyph is very small and lean, so we don't need constant big budget projects to stay around. That's
Very
smart.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, that's what people were speculating on the subreddit. Awesome, thanks, I appreciate that. Gosh dang it, I didn't destroy it. Here, you.
Yes, Alicia Earl. The Tempest Rising is still going. I imagine they're still going with a sequel. You can ask Shock Combo if he knows anything more about that.
Yeah, Tempest Rising isn't a Command and Conquer game. It is just a game that's heavily inspired by Command and Conquer. This is their first effort, as far as I'm aware. They're still releasing patches, and I assume will release DLC at some point. I haven't had a chance to play it, though. So, we will see.
And for anybody who's new to the chat, we're relatively certain that we actually have the Joe Bostic
In the chat?
In the chat.
Yeah, he's Joby1 0240. That's kind of crazy.
Yeah. He's still very much
Oh,
alive.
that's still not destroyed.
Ready, sir.
You got more tidbits for us, Rogue?
Joby1 says, Tempest Rising looks really good. I'm impressed. Good job on that game.
Oh, wow. Hey, if Joe Bostic,
my
that's a
gosh.
huge compliment, guy.
That's crazy.
Missile
Shock Combo is probably blushing his cheeks off.
Shocking his combos right now.
Anyway, never say that again. I guess my other question for Joe Bostic, if he's still okay with answering questions, is there anything that didn't make it into Tiberian Sun that you were kind of regretful and wish that you had more time to flesh out, or wish you had more time to add, either in Tiberian Sun or in Firestorm?
Waiting order. I'm on it.
training.
All right. Well, as soon as this is gone, I'm going to go across the bridge. You say Silas
Okay.
need, but you mean there's not enough Titans.
Trevin Lane said the secret passage into Nod's back does have a water component, so the Titans can only go so far. So I guess just be aware of that. I don't know.
Where? It's all cliffs.
Cliffs and it looks like it connects to the main island, so I don't know.
Yeah, I don't really know where you would get in here.
Unit ready.
I can't believe we have. It's still hitting me that we have Westwood Dev and Tempest Rising Dev as well in here.
Yeah.
Unit ready.
You're right, Recon 1. The Orca Bombers are stupidly overpowered, and I love it. I need to build one of these. Luke Danger says, Tempest Rising is a really fun game. Got that CNC itch without being a complete repeat of CNC, despite surface level appearance in BGDA allies versus not Soviets.
Construction complete.
Waiting order.
Shock Combo says, thanks. Pretty convinced it's you after the aging comment on RA. I can actually die happy now. Joby1 says, I can't think of any favorite cut content for Tib's Sun, but in hindsight, I wish we had made the game in 3D rather than voxels. It would make remastering Tib's Sun much easier. I suppose it would. I do still really find this entire thing very charming. Like, every time I come back to the drab, earthy browns and the shock of green and blue color and the pixelated infantry with the voxel titans, it just takes me back. Obviously, that's my nostalgia goggles talking. From a game developer standpoint, obviously, that might be really rough in remastering.
Hey, but objectively speaking, as someone who didn't necessarily grow up with this game, it still looks really good.
Yeah.
I appreciate that, Rogue, for validating my opinions.
Oh, I'm serious too. I mean, the at least for me, it's very nostalgic seeing the contrast of the blue and the green. Obviously, I'm probably much younger than the people who played this in their childhood. I played it secondhand, but this was a lot of fun playing as a child as well, playing Tibsun, although I probably played Firestorm more just because I preferred the non-heat seeking artillery.
Well, I played most of this game with just base Tiberian Sun, and I didn't get Firestorm until you were older.
Oh, okay.
So,
Okay, Trevin Lane said, there is a cliff blocking direct access, so you will need to sail down the river to Nod's power plants.
Oh, okay.
sail down the river to Nod's power plants.
Also, Shock Combo said remaster confirmed. Lol.
No, he keeps mentioning that. I'm just trying not to press him on that because I imagine if that is true, he's not allowed to talk about it.
Yeah.
Or he's just messing with us. Which, you know, I'll take all the copium I can get as a CNC fan. We barely get anything. Like, I bought the deluxe version of the remaster collection, so I got, like, the little 3D printed obelisk of light and the Tesla coil with the light up and the sounds the mammoth tank and all the little pins and stickers and the beanie. It was so cool. I still have it, and I would pay for that again because I wanted to support it as much as possible so that EA knew how badly we loved that and how much we would want a second remaster. I heard it sold good. I mean, Joe Bostic, I don't know if you're able to talk about this, but oh, there it is. Thank you. Like, the remaster collection sold well, right? Like, are you allowed to tell us that? Like, it wasn't a failure by any means, right?
I can't imagine that it was. It was a huge hit.
I mean, I know the scuttlebutt online is that it was a huge hit, but that's just anecdotal evidence. Like, I'm wondering, like, was it actually, like, a good hit?
Well, at least I can...
Gosh dang it.
Visceroid sighting! I know for...
Thank you.
Somewhat interestingly, the... what do you call it? In generals, the remaster there is not really an option because they just dropped the source code. So I imagine that the team for EALA or the original people who worked on it either A, are not inspired enough to do it, to come back and do it, or B, they're not all together anymore, and it would probably be really, really tough to bring them all together. I mean, when you have a company like Petroglyph that's still just chilling around, like, I imagine it's pretty easy to just...
Well, I don't think Petroglyph is just Westwood employees. I know a good amount of them are there, but, like, Petroglyph is still very much its own entity.
Right. But I mean, like, I imagine it's a lot easier to create a remaster when you actually have, like, former employees that are, willing and inspired to actually try and make it happen.
I suppose. I missed a question by Alicia Earl up there. Can you read that out?
When was that? Are you talking about the Tempest Rising question, or?
No, it was...
Oh, she said, you know, if I was allowed to dox, I could guess some ages of people based straight up off of their nostalgia for this game. Snowman is officially a boomer.
Okay, hold on now.
JK.
You're calling half of the people in this chat probably boomers now.
In the classic sense of the word boomer in terms of, like, its actual dictionary definition, obviously not, because that's like children of World War II people is boomers. If you mean it in the colloquial sense, I guess.
Joby1 came back with another chat message.
Okay. Jabasa says, the remaster collection sold well, but I don't have the exact numbers in my head. Speaking of toys, I have a Kane bobblehead toy and even some RA plastic model kits. We got some prototype stuff. Nice.
Ooh. What does RA stand for?
Red Alert.
Red Alert, okay.
Yeah, I know. I've noticed there's a lot of, like, model kits for Red Alert stuff now that wasn't there before. Is that stuff they just did, or is that, like, officially licensed? I wonder. All right. Let's attack this. And then... Ooh, wow, you're almost dead. Get back on.
Oh, that's a good question from Chase Baker.
Yeah.
What'd he say?
To Joe Bostic. He said, can you talk about Tib's son's terrain deformation system? It is my favorite, most annoying environmental system, which does not have an equal in any other RTS I have played. Does he mean by, like, when you build or when you damage?
No, when you
or...
like artillery hits, it'll, like, deform the terrain if it's not pavemented.
Yes.
Or, like, missiles will do that, and then you can't build on it. It's crazy. It's kind of cool. I like it a lot, and I don't think any other Command & Conquer game afterwards used that system.
Yeah, I also know that, like, it's kind of weird, but in general, so you can kind of break it by, like, if you place a scaffold and then remove the scaffold and then drop the scaffold in the same place, you can, like, almost create a big hole in the ground that way.
See, but that's something that's only possible in, like, a 3D game. Something that's 2D like this. I imagine it's a lot more cut and dry.
Yeah. Fascinating questions, people.
All right, let's destroy some power plants.
Okay, Joe Buster came out with another answer.
Yep.
He said that terrain deformation was my idea.
Oh,
I'm not sure if I regret it or not. It was cool, but quite a headache to code. It says something that no one else did. Yeah.
gotcha.
Very unique in that idea. Yeah.
That's pretty cool. Yeah, that was one of my favorite things as a kid. Also, like the subterranean stuff. Whose idea was that? Like the subterranean vehicles and the amphibious stuff. That's something I've never seen in any other RTS games since. I don't know why nobody's... Is it a similar thing where the subterranean stuff is just too difficult to deal with?
I can imagine it's really hard to code, probably,
Yeah, that's-
with like terrain differences and
Yeah.
ocean and cliffs, all that kind of stuff.
Base under attack.
Okay, yeah, see, Nothing Goran, he agreed with me. He said, yeah, CNC Generals has that problem. I don't think it is an intended design choice. No, I don't think it is either. Because that's even a tactic that pro players use in Generals, where they can tell if there's a GLA that's there, because the tunnels, when they place them, will deform the land, so you can see it under the fog of war.
Gotcha. Where are the power plants?
Pilot reporting. Yes, sir. Orders received.
Yeah, seriously.
What?
Alicia Earl said, I'm questioning how someone from most likely the 90s made such a jam-packed game considering its age. Tech beyond its time, besides the HD and the graphics.
Yeah, I feel like that's really all that's kind of...
Dude, the guys at Westwood were wizards.
yeah.
Which is funny, because I think originally you guys had planned to make Tiberian Dawn, like, a fantasy game before you decided to switch to a Modern Warfare aesthetic. Is that true? And what kind of went into, like, the thinking behind why you decided to change that?
Unit boss.
Oh, yeah, Joe Bostic says, the subterranean units was the idea of Eric Yeo. Not that hard to code them, since pathfinding was just a straight line, pathing around blockages. Huh. Interesting.
I imagine it's far easier with a 2D game than it is with a 3D.
Oh, yeah, probably because you can just, like, change the shading to, like, whatever that shaded color is that implies they're, like, underground.
Yeah.
Waiting orders. Yes, sir. Now.
Yeah, definitely having air power makes this mission a lot easier.
Yeah, maybe that's why it hasn't been done.
Oh!
in modern
Okay,
games.
wait. Somebody, Trevin Lane and Luke Danger have been talking about this. They said that the power plants are supposed to be near the north coast where the veins are. And then Luke Danger says the power plants must have gotten eaten by the vein hole.
That can happen?
So the vein hole just helped you out in this mission.
Yeah, you
Gosh,
said
see,
you
because
might
you-
have a glitched playthrough because of that.
That is so cool, because that's something that I really miss from this game, too, is the idea that, like, the environment itself is an enemy, and that is also something you have to contend with, and it's against everyone. I love that so much from this game, and no future game, even in the Tiberian series, does that. Like, Tiberian Wars is still very fun, but I miss Tiberian feeling like a third faction that's fighting against everyone.
Yes, sir.
Ooh.
Okay, Joey, want to get back to answer your question?
I came up with the idea of a fantasy CNC. Oh, I was into D&D, nice, and Lord of the Rings, nice. But the first Gulf War was going on, and Britt Sperry wanted a more relatable context in fantasy. Oh, well. That's super interesting, especially since, like, your quote-unquote rivals at Blizzard ended up doing the Wizards and Warriors thing
Huh.
with Warcraft.
Oh, yeah.
That's so cool. Yeah, no, I love D&D as well, and Lord of the Rings, so, like, I definitely get that. But I also love Modern Warfare and sci-fi and stuff like that, so I am ultimately glad we went in this direction, but gosh, imagine an alternate timeline where we get Command & Conquer as a fantasy RTS franchise.
Okay, Michael Grotto is in the chat.
Oh, hey!
In case you're wondering, we have two game devs in the chat. Shot Combo, who's Tempest Rising, and then also Joby Wan is Joe Bostic from Westwood. We've been asking him nonstop questions since he's been here.
I sure hope we're not annoying him.
Yeah.
He probably gets this a lot anytime he lets people know he's Joe Bostic.
Oh my
I would
God.
imagine.
Wait, somebody was explaining vein holes to Alicia Earl, and then look what she said.
Gotcha. So a vein hole is Mario's version of Bird. Berto keeps... I got a comment on my last stream being like, what the heck is Mermaid Berto? I was like, I don't have the time to explain this. I'll get back to this question later.
Oh my gosh. Thing of nightmares.
All right, let's blow these things up.
I'm curious. Question for Joe Bustic: whose idea was it for the vein holes? Because those are something that, again, that I've never seen. The environment being able to kill you, basically.
Base under attack.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. You got it. Sir. Yes, sir.
Hopefully, I don't just depower everything. Okay.
Yeah, let's hope not.
I had to plug in my laptop.
No, no worries. This these power strips have had to deal with more.
More usage than anything else.
Yeah. Nothing Goron says, wait, that train to the north, isn't there a way to unlock a secret Ghost Stalker mission? There is. I'm trying to unlock it now.
On my way. Orders received.
Again, in case you're new to the chat, we have Joe Bustic in the chat.
Yes, sir.
Westwood Dev.
Yes, sir.
Yes, Alicia, it is best to shoot at the holes sometime.
Nod can harvest it to create chemical missiles. GDI generally has no use for it, so GDI usually should destroy them at their first opportunity.
Which is kind of an interesting, what do you call it?
Like ludonarrative synchronicity.
Yes, that.
What the heck did you just say?
It's when the gameplay lines up with the story or world building. So it's
Yeah.
like, from a gameplay perspective, if you're GDI, you have no use for it, so you should destroy it because it can only harm you. And that lines up with story reasons because GDI wouldn't have any use for Tiberian and wants to get rid of it.
Okay, Joey Wan said that or Joe Bostic said the vein holes were partly my idea, partly Return of the Jedi, Sarlacc Pit.
Oh my gosh, it
my
was super.
God.
Oh, it's a Sarlacc Pit reference. That's so cool. I'm literally forgetting all of my problems in life because I'm talking with Joe Bostic. Oh gosh. Depression cured.
Unit reporting. On my way. Unit reporting. Unit reporting. Moving out, sir. Yes, sir.
Luke Dangerous said
Yes.
What?
Primary objective achieved.
Oh, you got the mutants. Nice. Is Ghost Stalker supposed to spawn?
I don't know, but where's Ghost Stalker?
Unit reporting.
Oh no, that was just because I finally destroyed these tanks.
Oh.
Wait, you guys can shoot in the air?
Yeah, I never knew that.
Can they shoot air to air? Have I never? Somebody told me this in the chat earlier. I don't know if this is.
I mean, they're targeting it.
Yeah, but like.
Yeah,
what?
but plenty of things can target and not shoot.
Hold still. Yeah, she's shooting. Yeah.
Oh my gosh, they can!
Base under attack.
I spent my whole life in not knowing that.
Okay. Luke Dangerous said yes. By going by the concrete, the power plants got eaten by the vein holes. Nod seems to have forgotten how dangerous the future they venerate is, as they usually do.
Destroy the thralls of the first murderer.
Unit reporting. Sir.
All right, let's get. Where are my engineers?
Well, do you have any more questions for Mr. Bostic?
That's a side.
You're still flabbergasted.
I didn't think I'd get. I didn't thought I'd get this far. Where's the APC? There it is.
Building.
So I'm curious, for Bostic then, what games did you work on? Obviously, Tiberian Sun and Command and Conquer, Tib Dawn. But were there any other games that you worked on as well? Let's see.
Trevin Lane says Orca Carriel and APC can get into the train fast. Oh, good idea.
Do you need to get him there quickly? Otherwise the train will take off?
No, it's just it's gonna take me forever to get all the way around the map.
Oh.
Oh hey, more guys.
Ghost Stalker needs to lose a few pounds.
Where is Ghost Stalker?
Unit ready.
Where did I put Ghost Stalker?
Unit ready.
Where is he?
Does anybody know? Does anybody remember?
Where did I leave Ghost Stalker?
I think
Is he green? He would be-
somebody mentioned that the engineers at the top
There they
left
are.
where you left them.
Yeah, these are not Ghost Stalker though, so I don't know where's actual.
Because I think you have to destroy all the Nod units, correct? Or no? All the Nod buildings?
Oh, that's right. I have to show all the Nod buildings first, and then he shows up.
Okay.
Okay. Let's get you guys over here.
Okay, Joe Bostic said lots of games. Check out Moby Games. But more relevantly, I did not work on RI2 and Generals. Those were EA Studios in California. Correct. Yeah.
Right, that was Westwood
LA.
LA or Westwood Pacific.
Yeah.
Later renamed EA Pacific, I think.
That's too bad because some of those are some of my favorite
Well,
to play.
if I remember correctly, it was EA Pacific who the guys who worked on Red Alert 2 were the ones who worked on Generals, but it was the Westwood guys within EA LA that worked on Zero Hour. Is that correct, Joe Bostic? I don't know if you were even there for that, but that was what I heard.
Because Zero Hour came out in 2005 and he left Westwood around 2003, so I don't think that would have been the case, but...
That's a good point. Ghost Stalker is talking to Ghost, obvious.
It's Ghost Stalker.
Yeah, he stalks ghosts. He doesn't talk to ghosts. There's a difference.
Oh, just ran him over. That's brutal.
Yes! I have the chemical missile now, guys! All the way at the end when I don't need it.
I mean, you can still use it
I can still use it.
and do war crimes.
Here we go, war crimes. Look, we're going 5 feet away. Boom!
Oh, Trevin Lane said, "Do not destroy all Nod buildings. That ends the mission.
Gotcha.
Put a land unit next to the train, and Ghost Stalker will spawn."
Gotcha.
So leave the barracks and or silo alive.
Good to know. I'm not going to put him in. I'm just going to put him next to it.
We gotta go to the shadows to the left.
Oh my gosh, they can shoot even in the air.
What?
These are anti-air units. Why have I never known that?
Wow. Okay, Joey Wan said something else as well. He said a few people moved when they shut down Westwood, so some of them worked on EA projects, I'm sure. For example, Battle for Middle Earth and probably Generals 2.
Gotcha. All right. Interesting.
Ghost Stalker has arrived, they said.
Did you guys ever look to like inspiration, or were you ever looking at what like Blizzard was doing with Warcraft and Starcraft when you were making your games, or were you just kind of trying to keep your head down and not try to get your stuff diluted by what other people were doing?
I think Luke Danger said that the
Ghost Stalker. Oh yes. Oh, you're right.
He's here.
Yay!
All right. Shot Combo also asked Joe a question. What mechanics or units are you most proud of from Tibdon and or Sun?
Ooh, that's a great question. That's
Yeah.
a fantastic question.
I'm curious what units you did work on, though.
Curial was always so cool to me.
Mm-hmm.
Ox transports and CNC3 are just not as cool.
Nah.
Sorry. Sorry, not sorry.
Oh, it's kind of weird that the carryall got swapped for the different factions in Tiberian Wars.
Right, because Nod's unit is called the Curial for
Yeah,
some reason. I
it's
don't
just
know
like-
why that is. Joe Bostic says, we were always looking at what other studios were doing. A good idea is a good idea, and copying features is a form of flattery. Oh, interesting. Get Ghost Stalker onto the train. Ghost must not die. All right, guys. We're going into the bonus mission. What's the time?
Let's see. We're at almost 1 o'clock, so we've almost been streaming for about 2 hours.
Okay. I might only have time to finish this mission before we end. I was hoping to get 4 missions done. We might only get 3. I don't think I ever did this as a kid. I only found out about this on the Ava database as an adult. So this is my first time playing this mission.
Unit boss.
Okay, now do I destroy the Nod base? Is it safe to do that now? Luke Danger says, too bad the GDI doesn't get their transports. Actually, that's a question. Why did GDI not get the Orca transport as a standard unit to ferry infantry instead of having to use ACP plus carry out? I don't know, man. You still have to beat the mission before doing the bonus mission.
You still have to beat the mission before doing the bonus mission.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. Waiting orders. Yes, sir.
We got another.
Joe Bossa says the general philosophy was for GDI to be vehicle focused and Nod to be infantry focused. So that explains some of the differences between the factions. Oh, interesting.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, because other than the subterranean APC, Nod doesn't have any other.
The Tic Tank is as big as it gets, and even their special unit is the Cyborg Commando, whereas GDI gets the Mammoth Mark II.
Right. Although the Cyborg Commando is probably my favorite unit
Yes, sir.
in all of.
It's pretty great. Were the cyborgs inspired by Terminator? Because I noticed the way that they get their legs blown off and they crawl on the ground like the end of Terminator 1, and then also some of the
Orders received.
like voice lines from them. It feels like it was inspired by Terminator at least a little bit.
You got it.
I just like the one Cyborg Commando voice line where he goes, "I can smell their fear."
Oh, it's such a great line. Vidit of Light says, Ludo narrative, GDI wants its human pilots to be protected out in the field. Nod wants its people to adapt to Tiberian-infested Earth, so more infantry. Jabba says, while I'm off, I have some errands to run. Was nice watching the stream. Looking forward to your future streams. Hope I get lucky and catch a stream next time. Yeah, thanks, man. Appreciate you being here. Thanks for everything you did for my childhood and everyone else at Westwood. If you ever get back to Petroglyph, let them know we're super thankful for everything they did at Westwood and everything they do now with 9-bit armies. I play that so much with my friend the D-Train.
I know. I really want to play 9-bit armies too.
It's so much fun.
I haven't gotten it yet.
All right, see ya, buddy. Thanks for being here. I just called him buddy. Good grief. So cringe. Anyway, that was awesome. Yeah. Oh man, I was gonna ask him about Cabal. Like, what is the deal with Cabal?
Oh well, I mean, he might come back in a future stream. So
Yeah, I might ask him. I might have to compile all these questions and put it into a video.
yeah.
It's like,
You might have to make this into a little stream shortener. Just put on your post on your main channel because I guarantee you 90% of your audience is gonna want to know the answer to these questions.
yeah, no, that's what I'm saying. I want to put this into a video at some point when I have some time. All right, last mission, and then I think we'll end the stream.
Sure you know where this train is headed? You sure you run a C4? There's enough explosives in the next car to blow us back in time. Just make sure you sink the stuff at all the power plants.
No detonation until we get back above ground. Agreed?
Agreed.
Establishing
What? Glitching
What
Tiberian
the-
fiends. Oh man, I've never seen this before.
They get a little kooky sometimes.
They do get a little quirky at night.
Tiberian life form detected.
Yeah, Alicia Earl really loves the cutscenes.
Visceroid sightings.
Oof. I love that they added the green to the adult Visceroids. That wasn't there in the original base game. Welcome back. The start is hard, but the mission is easy. Trevin Lane, the Obi-Wan for our RTS ventures. Oh, there's... Oh, no! Why?
Run! Do they all have railguns or no?
Kill him! No, of course they don't. Get up here! Move!
Move, Dory! Chase Baker said, "My dear Snowman, welcome to Tiberian Park."
Why?
Rogue appreciates that reference.
Yes, I do.
We all love Laura Alicia.
Kill him!
Who's more?
Shut up.
It's a character from Star Trek. Heyo!
Run!
Yumagon, do your job!
Oh, Oh, there's another Visceroid.
Okay. I hope I handled that like a boss.
I don't think you did.
What do you mean? I got him out alive?
Well, I mean, you still lost some guys.
I have never played this mission before, and it's on normal. I played as a kid on easy.
Oh, okay. I thought you played this mission.
No, I've never seen this before.
This is all new to you?
This looks amazing. I'm still discovering new things in my favorite game. I'm so happy. I got to talk to Joe Boston. Oh, and these guys are helping out. All right, what am I freaking supposed to do? If the upcoming GDI attack on the missile sites is to succeed, C4 must be planted at all 6 power stations. The power grid is well protected, but the train should carry the demolition team and the mutants through the gates and past the guards. If not, forces discover the demolition team and sound the alert. Take out the power plants by any means possible. Plan C4 at the power plants. Okay, well, I'm assuming there's a way around up here.
Well, I feel like we gotta ask Shock Combo a bunch of questions now about Tempest Rising if you have any questions about that.
Honestly. If Shock Combo is still here and willing to answer questions.
He is here. He just commented about...
Alicia says, Snowman, the excitement is spreading. So much CNC love.
Oh, howdy, Frostburn.
Well, I'm actually kind of curious, Shock Combo, just from a personal point of view. Like, how did you get onto how did you get onto the Tempest Rising project? Were you there from the beginning, or were you brought on later? Like, were you there at the inception of the idea? I feel like all of us have received divination this stream. Oh, look, the power plants. It is time we saw the future, fellow commanders, while we still have human eyes. All right.
Last one to next week.
Oh, man.
Yeah, no thanks. I like being a caveman.
Who said that?
Like danger.
In response to what?
I think, was it the innovation or the still have human eyes? One of the two.
Oh. Oh, that's a line from Renegade. In Renegade, Havoc Parker, the commando, he approaches a doctor who's basically in the early stages of the divination process during the Tiberian Dawn era. And she's like, you could use an upgrade, Havoc. And he's like, no thanks, I prefer being a caveman.
Okay, Shock Combo got back to you, by the way.
I saw the trailer and thought, oh my gosh, these guys are doing it. Only been there for 2 years and a bit, but jumped at it, and is my dream for first playing CNC's kid. Oh man, Shock Combo, you're living the dream.
So he jumped in halfway through, I imagine.
Yeah. They had already been releasing trailers.
Wow.
Living the dream, my dude.
He is...
The telltale red of Nod. There's a base nearby.
Yeah.
Alicia Earl says, well, my grave doesn't need to be written with never figured the HHC. You'll get there.
Okay, so he jumped in halfway through, but I mean, that's still cool that you even got to work on the project.
Yeah, that's amazing.
Do you know where you're going, or are you just
Destroying the power plants.
finding the red light and then
Yeah, just following the red light, destroying power plants.
Nod really likes to UV light their eyes, you know? Red light therapy.
Red light therapy.
Big fans of it. Kane is, anyway.
That makes too much sense.
Okay, there's 2 more power plants I need to find.
Is that your mission? To just destroy the power plants?
Yeah,
or-
6 power plants.
Oh, okay.
Just ask the cover to not include it. Go to the red light, Trevor Lane says. That is where the power plants are. Alicia Earl says, where the power plants, there's a vein? I don't think so. I'm just looking. Oh, here we go.
Okay, Shot Combo says, yes, it was hard work, though. Joe saying aged 5 years and 9 months made me know it was him. Same experience. Very happy to have given my all for CNC community, as I have loved these games my whole life.
Nice.
Well, that's interesting from one game dev to another. He knew immediately.
That's what I tend to hear, is that game development can be really grueling. Alright, where's the last one? One more plant to the south. Thanks, Trevin Line. Gotta get good at these so I can teach my kids how to play this someday. I feel like the universal experience for CNC fans is Tiberian Sun is the game with the best atmosphere that inspired you the most. And Generals is the game that you played with your dad. Woo!
That was it?
That was quick. We got a little more time.
Detonate when ready. My friend.
Let's freaking go. Alright, I plan to end the stream at 1:30 p.m. So we'll play a little bit longer. We probably won't finish this next mission.
Yeah, so probably for another half an hour.
Yeah. You doing good, Rogue?
Yes.
Alright.
Yeah, we got people thanking us for good stream, Mr. Snowman.
I mean, I did not arrange for Joe Boston to show up in my chat, so don't thank me, but yeah, thank you guys.
Yes, you did. You paid him to come here.
He's a paid actor.
Yeah.
I paid him on Fiverr.
Oh, gosh. He's using ChatGPT for all the questions.
Luke Danger says, next mission begins with the enemy power down, so if you want to try and get some ground early, you can try and push. That is true. I also know there's, like, a base that's normally, like, right nearby, if this is the mission I'm thinking of, but that one is gone because we took out something else. I could be wrong. Yeah, let me know the best place to drop my MCV.
Complete destruction of the missile complex is essential. Be advised, Nod will use their Tiberian missiles and their new fighter prototypes against you.
I like how just here to the right, that wasn't there before, but because they found the hidden mission, it's there. It's Ava from Riddler 2.
Oh, yeah, right.
Alchematic is destructive. Power is hard to believe. If there really is a Tacitus, Kane has it. We'll lose.
Nod forces have destroyed an unidentified fighter prototype, sir.
All forces converge to the missile plant.
I'll write a letter of complaint, sir, if we make it out alive.
Reinforcements have arrived.
Okay.
We should ask Joe Bostic about the whole concept of Ava. That would have been interesting.
Oh, why it's in every single game.
Yeah. Because, like, if you think about it, that's kind of a unique idea to have, like, basically like a narrator.
Oh, just the concept
The
of...
concept of Ava just in general. Like,
Yay,
and then
Marines.
also slowly phasing it from being an actual human to being a robot.
Well, it was originally a robot, because Tiberian Dawn is what it would have been. And then I think...
Well, let's talk about RA1, but...
No, even in RA1, I think it's still technically supposed to be a robot, like an early computer voice.
Oh.
And then I think Riddler 2 is the first one to actually have it as a human. With Athena Massey playing that role. Athena. Okay. Alicia Earl says, totally not Star Wars if it was a 90s game. That's basically the best way to explain Tiberian Sun. Yes, okay, this is what I remember. So you could put your base here, but because we destroyed the other stuff, the base that's normally up on the cliff is not there. So we can actually go further up. Oh, laser wall can go down. I've never experienced that because I've never done that other mission.
Also, Trevor Lane said go south to an open field surrounded by Tib fields. I think those are the blue Tiberian fields that he's talking about right now.
So you're saying I should
Yeah, he
set up
says,
shop here, not up here?
he says deploy and guard your southeast and the entrance to the north.
Okay,
Lost
so
refineries, you'll need the cash.
okay, so don't set up here. Okay. Here we go. Let's get you guys back down here. That's
Oh,
short
okay.
as
He's
part.
saying Luke Danger says it's 30 minutes to prep, then it goes down. I'm assuming that.
Gotcha. This seems to do a lot of damage to structures, I've noticed.
Stealth tank?
Yeah.
Unit lost. Construction complete. Building.
I remember I used to put walls and structures over here.
Construction complete.
You're gonna have to change the title in the for this live stream. To
Uh,
put in Joe Bostic crashes.
Just make it into a separate.
Yeah, it
What?
crashes.
Oh, did they die?
What?
Or did I move them by accident with my...
Is
Yeah, I think they died.
Q still a thing?
What's Q?
Q is select all units. No, it's
No.
not. Okay.
Well, something's changed from like the Steam version to other versions, so there's that too.
Well, I mean, like in general, Q is to select all units, all
Gotcha.
ground units.
Unit ready. Unit ready. Unit ready.
Yeah, I missed the live cutscenes too. I imagine that would be even more expensive today than it was even back in the 90s.
Unit ready.
I had to get premium actors as well.
Well, yeah, by this, I mean, in Tiberian Dawn, they were kind of just getting mostly Westwood staff, same with Red Alert 1. But yeah, by the time you get to Red Alert 2 and... Well, especially Tiberian Sun, because you get Michael Bean and James Earl Jones. Like, that's insane.
That would have been kind of cool to ask Bostic about that.
Oh, how did they get it? Well, I imagine that was EA pulling the strings now that they had, like, a bigger publisher.
Well, no, I meant like I was saying about even in the early days of them using the staff, like
Oh,
were
yeah.
the people that he knew and stuff like that. Like that would have been kind of interesting.
Well, like, even, like, there's a scene where, in the Allied, like, campaign where when you start a mission that's, like, a fixed force mission, it shows, like, a Soviet soldier, like, lighting up a cigarette in front of a structure, and then he gets, like, chokehold from behind by an Allied spy. And that's Joe Kukan choking out Frank Klepacki. But they're just dressed up differently, so you can't quite see them.
That's funny. Or was it actually Kane?
Building.
Kane is always canon.
Construction complete. Building. Construction complete. Building.
Okay. Frostburn's taken off.
Complete.
See ya. Chase Baker, this was always a heavy jump jet infantry mission. So many stealth generators. I do remember that.
Building.
Yeah, there are suggestions to protect the your northern entrance because that's across the bridge is usually where attacks will spawn.
Yeah, I didn't get to destroy the bridge like I wanted to.
The bridge.
Yeah, just keep an eye on the time for me because I don't want to go too far.
Yeah.
Also, I was looking up some stuff. You guys can tell me your opinion on this. EALA, I'm starting to reconsider whether they thought Kane was an alien too, though. Because really the most definitive evidence that they thought Kane was an alien comes from CNC4, which we all know was a rush job, and that may not have actually been what they wanted. They just had to hurry up and do something definitive. Because in Kane's Wrath, there's a mission I saw, a cutscene that I had forgotten about, where he's trying to deal with Brother Marcion, the heretic that is trying to take over the Black Hand, and I think was partially responsible for Anton Slavik's murder. And
20 minutes remaining.
there's a part where Marcion is saying his speech, and he's like, he's talking about Cain, is this the one who brought the kingdoms of the earth low? Is this the one that everyone was afraid of? And that's a direct quote from the book of Isaiah. I can't remember exactly who was referring to in Isaiah, but then Cain responds with, yes, it is I, the one who brings things low. Go, Legion, destroy him, or like take him out or whatever. And I always thought, that's a weird thing for him to say, because normally if he is an alien who's in exile trying to, like, he's just putting that on as an act, right? But he's talking to Legion. There's no reason for him to convince a robot that he's, like, this mythical figure. So I'm wondering, like, was ELA trying to say, like, that's what he actually believes? Like, were even they still kind of hinting that he was the biblical Cain?
Interesting.
So I'm not convinced anymore that even ELA were like, oh yeah, he's an alien in exile. That might have been something they threw in there to hint, but that's not something that they were actually necessarily, like, going for. Can we destroy the bridge? Can you guys not be idiots?
What? The medics want to get on the front line.
They're not even combat medics. Can you guys not be idiots?
Whoa, what are they? They're dancing! Wish we could take that, isolate it, and to make it a GIF or something. Or a stream notification.
Yeah. Luke Danger says, Marcion also outright invokes the story of Cain by calling him as the first murderer. Of course, it may have been that Nod rhetoric that Marcion was going after in creating the Splinter faction. Or will I, Trevor? I didn't know that was going to work.
What?
He said, you're going to need Titans to destroy the bridge. I was like, or will I? And like, I didn't know that was going to work. I'm not going to pretend like I knew that was going to work.
So his name is Trevin, not Trevor?
No one cares.
Okay.
I'm trying to focus on both the chat and playing. Okay.
You can't jump and fire at the same time.
So I'm sorry, what'd you say?
Can't jump and fire at the same time.
Toy Story.
Reference.
Rex.
Oh, I thought you meant can't jump in fire. I'm like, I'm sorry, what?
Trimming lanes and I care.
We care too, Trevin. We're sorry.
Weird. I didn't do anything wrong.
All right, good. I know there's insufficient funds. You know, that's just mean. That's just mean. There's no bueno.
No
bueno, señor. No puedo bailar conmigo. Or no puedo bailar contigo. Sorry. Got that wrong. They're going to hit me with a lot of these, aren't they?
Yeah, they also suggested pavement because there's going to be some burrowing units as well.
Yeah, I know.
You know, for the blue Tiberian being rare, doesn't exactly give you a ton of money.
I mean, I'm spending a lot.
Yeah, that's true.
And eventually they add a way that it can grow. They add the Tiberian vinifera crystal that is basically performs the same way that the green Tiberian blossom tree does.
Right. I do miss the fact that there is no blue Tiberian tree that makes it grow faster.
There's no blue Tiberian what?
Like tree.
Oh, yeah.
Like Germinator or whatever?
Yeah, not in the main game. In Firestorm there is.
Yeah. Trevin Lane said that there are the green Tib fields to your west and south.
Gotcha. I'm
Nice.
gonna need...
Probably in the bottom left area, is my guess.
Yeah, I'm gonna build some scout units. GDI doesn't have a lot of great scout units at the beginning. The Wolverine kind of fulfills that role, but it's
still slow.
It's still slow. It's not as fast as the Hover MLRS, but the Hover MLRS is also expensive.
Yeah.
And has paper for armor.
Yeah.
Just wet tissue paper.
That's
disgusting.
It is. They should have given it better armor. One thing I will say, I don't don't burn me at the stake for this. But one thing I did like about CNC4 was when they brought back some of the Tib Sun units, like the Sandstorm MLRS, and they gave it more armor. It would have been even better if it was actually useful against anything but air units. But everything in that game was like rigidly good against very specific unit types. All right, so when the power goes down to the enemy walls, is that going to stay off permanently, or do I have to be ready to attack like very quickly? That is my question. Wait, I got some good stuff here from Luke Danger.
Yes.
Honestly, the fact that Kane was able to use Marcion as his frontman for his second Interbellum Nod and actually weld it together cohesively into a reformed faith is pretty surprising given the sermons. No, it is, especially since Kane really wasn't able to do that in any previous conflicts. It's pretty great. Like, Kane's Wrath fleshes out a lot of the story that I really appreciate. Chase Baker says, I can accept that Kane may be an ancient alien that was guiding human history towards his own glory, overdoing it all, just to bounce out completely in an unspoken game. That's a good point. Either he's biblical Kane, who also doesn't mind leaving, or he's an alien that also doesn't mind ruling humanity. Because I feel like Kane, who doesn't care about humanity, is not that interesting of a character. I feel like he should be somebody who feels a sense of, like, I'm the shepherd of humanity in a weird, twisted way. If he doesn't, he's just not that interesting as a character at that point, in my opinion.
Oh, okay. So Trevor Lane said that the power plants or the power will stay off permanently, but only the walls. The obelisks will not deactivate.
Gotcha. That's still really cool. Like, I'll take that. I'll take that to the bank and back.
Yes, sir. Sir, on my way. Unit ready. Sir, orders received. Orders received.
All right, let's build some disruptors and some pavement.
Moving out. On my way.
Or is Nod on the far side of the map?
Yeah, they
all
are.
the way on the right side?
Why wouldn't they be?
Well, I'm just wondering, are they all the way on the right side, or are they just kind of partially on the right side?
Mostly on the right side, if I remember correctly. There's a fair bit of middle area.
Okay. You could even call it Middle Earth.
No, you really couldn't.
Okay.
Gosh dang it.
Oh no. Okay, Luke Danger says the Banshee launching helipads are at the bottom right corner of the map.
That's right. I remember that.
You might be able to deep strike with some air units to get around the SAM sites. You'll want some scouting, of course. Oh, okay. Trevin Lane said he gave us another interesting tidbit.
Where does this come from?
He said there's a sneaky way to disable the chemical missiles. They can't make chemicals if there's no vein hole monsters.
Another great point. Let's get those Orca bombers in the air then.
Yep. Is the service depot really helpful, or... Oh, you need... Okay.
It gets the job done. It's not as good as the non-mobile repair unit.
Well, I know that the service depot, at least in the tech tree, it allows you to...
Build MCVs?
Yeah.
Yes, which I don't think I have access to yet.
Oh.
Oh, we got a subterranean unit already.
New construction options. Building.
Uh-oh.
Oh no. This is okay. Just that.
This is why you put walls around your con yard.
Maybe he won't sell it.
He's gonna steal your power. I guess that's not that bad. Now, what an idiot. He decided to not even sell it.
Maybe he likes having GDI radar.
1 minute remaining.
Unit reporting. Yes, sir.
We got a question from Alicia. She says, will you ever stream on your second channel?
Maybe. I've thought about it. I think honestly, if I were going to do that though, I would need to have a bigger audience on my second channel. Because there are other games that like I want to play through, but it would take way too long to edit and put together in full videos. But if I stream them, it would be a lot easier. Games like Red Dead Redemption 2 or Clair Obscur Expedition 33. Those could be fun to play through, but again, like there would have to be an audience that would want to watch that. Of course there's a missile launch detected.
Hopefully it goes across the map.
I don't think that's going to happen this time.
No. One can dream.
Oh no.
Ah, every time my radar. I'm going to build 2 radars now just to keep this thing from happening.
Visceroid sighting.
Gosh, dang it. All right, what time is it?
We're about 5 minutes out.
All right, we'll get to a good spot and then we'll save. Gosh, dang it and a half. Yeah, spend money repairing my tech center when I get it back.
There we go.
Ugh.
I don't know. Glowing red is a bit sacrilegious.
I know, right? They just change out the light bulbs once they get inside.
No, it's the red light therapy. I'm telling you.
All right, let's move forward. Yes, I'm building a second radar. What of it?
So it doesn't get knocked out.
Alicia Earl says, you're great with niche audiences, though. At least do one stream. Maybe I will. I mean, if nothing else, it'll be fun for me to, like, not have to edit stuff and just go through a game that I like playing.
Yeah.
So, it will be a little harder if it's on console, though. So, maybe I'll pick a game I have on Steam.
Change the configuration on the master control terminal so it's a red LED instead.
Why do we even have that setting?
In case they want to throw a disco party inside the tech center.
All right.
Only red lights?
No, where you can change the lights to whatever you want.
Oh, right.
Unless they only specifically have a red light, it just flickers between gold and red.
And blue in case Cabal takes over.
Yeah, that too.
Let's build some more of these. All right. I'm going to have to build some base defenses over here just for the heck of it. Somebody said second that. Okay, well, I mean, if there's enough audience, like you guys would actually watch some niche stuff that I make on the second channel, I might give that a shot. I wouldn't be opposed. Alright, can you get my forces over here, please? Thank you. I would like to know, is there anything over here? Yes, there is.
Oh.
Maybe don't be an idiot. I'm just spitballing here. But maybe don't be an idiot, Mr. Titan.
He's
Gosh.
also extremely impatient.
Gosh, I'm talking to the AI on the RTS games. I'm turning into my dad. Alicia Earl says, yeah, hopefully his main channel subscribers will realize the opportunity. Yep. I just really hope that the Nod Part 2 video does well. I could use some good numbers on that. After that, I'm taking a break and doing smaller video essays, and I'll come back to CNC eventually. Hopefully not too long. But, dang, this video's kicking my butt.
Don't be stupid, Mr. Titan.
Alright, let's get you guys to explore a bit.
Chase Baker said, Snowman plays a different game to see what developers he can catch it with.
Next time we're streaming Commandos, if I can get everybody from Pyro Studios. I mean, I feel like the Westwood guys have always been pretty aware of how much their franchise is loved and have always been pretty open with the community.
Mm-hmm.
Not every developers of beloved community franchises are like that. Bit of Light says, your dad played CNC games. There are far worse people to turn to based on that alone. You're not wrong. No, my dad's great. Ugh.
Building.
All right, ring, ring.
Ring a ding ding. I'll predict a thing. What? Oh no, it's time.
Yes.
Okay. All right.
Saved by the bet. No, I was kidding.
Okay, we're gonna save here, guys. Thank you guys for hanging out with me. We didn't quite get through all 4 missions like I liked, but we made it through a lot faster. Thank you guys at the mod team, Rogue, Aussie, for helping us out.
Yep.
Really appreciate it. Another 2 weeks, we should have another stream. We'll hopefully complete this one and get into the North Africa missions. Really looking forward to that. And yeah, if you guys want me to do some streaming on the second channel, let me know. I would be very down for that. Yeah, any other last questions, concerns, or anything else? If not, I'm going to end the stream. Luke Danger says, thank you for hosting us. We'll see you in 2 weeks. Thank you, Luke Danger. Thanks for always being here and commenting on the channel. What?
Chase Baker said, Snowman plays a different game to see what developers he can catch with
Oh,
it.
right. Trevin Lane says, when attacking the enemy base, I recommend slipping past the south side of the base, hitting the enemy airfields, then hitting the enemy power plants on the north airfields. Good idea. Thanks for the stream, unexpected highlight. Thank you, Shock Combo. Thanks for... It's good having a Tempest Rising. I should cover Tempest Rising on the streams at some point.
Yeah.
As soon as I get enough money to actually buy it.
Thank you, Snowman and the boys. Yes, the boys.
Alicia Earl says, thanks for such an amazing stream. I would love a second channel stream. I would love that too. Maybe I'll ask in a community post what you guys would like to see me stream there. Alex Bisadze says, see ya. Have a good rest. Frostburn says, thank you, Snow and the boys. See you next time, I hope. Yep. Have a good one.
Is that your new nickname? Snow?
Or Man of Snow.
Or Man of Snow.
Chase Baker says, what is your favorite support super weapon or power across CNC? Most of my favorite support stuff is definitely in generals.
Yeah.
So I'm going to say the 3 A10 Warthogs in generals are my absolute favorite.
Not the Moab? Not the Moab. Oh.
It comes too late in the game. You get the A10s fairly early on. They're good against strategy centers, against most everything. They can help you destroy a super weapon. And they're hard to hit. They got good armor.
That's true.
They're good. And you got to pay a bunch. You got to pay 4,000 to upgrade them up to actually be useful, so it's not paper thin. It's good stuff. Thank you, fellas. All the best, Man of Snow. Thank you, the Vidit of Light. That's my favorite nom de plume. Trevin Lane says, glad I could help. See you next time. Thanks, Trevin Lane. All of your help has been massively helpful speeding through these missions. Thanks for coming, guys. See you in a couple weeks.